You don't want the sofa.
And we are live on my side. And I'm just waiting for others to come in. So while we wait, and then this way the boys can watch, because I got the TV on. Christina, how are you doing? As a matter of fact, let me do the right thing here. I almost forgot. Oh my goodness. Almost forgot. Melanie, how are you doing? Haunted Trucking, how are you doing? You have been acknowledged. Southern Belle, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
Hold on 1 second here. Let me make sure that I have. Give me 1 quick second. I'm just trying to look for. There it is. Why am I doing that? Do this and this. There. Okay. There we are. My apologies there.
Acknowledge me.
Now you have been acknowledged. Melanie, Southern Belle, Christina's son, Haunted Trucking.
Acknowledge me.
You all have been acknowledged. Thank you so much for being here. There is a special guest. We are actually back and forth. And what I mean by that is I'm live, and so is Boomer D. So if you go over to Boomer D's channel, he's also live. We're actually sharing the live because it's something I've been wanting to talk about. Just like the title says, you know, after watching about 3 or 4 paranormal videos of so-called paranormal investigators, I have a question. And that question is right there. Why do they run? I always thought that when you're doing a paranormal investigation and something's off, like for an example, something falls on the floor and you see it, a door opens, you see it. Why are you running away from it? Shouldn't you do the opposite and go investigate it instead of running? I see it so much. Hunter Trucking said, is it Sunday already? No, I've actually doing this early because this is just something that's been bothering me. And I wanted to share this with my boy Boomer D. So I believe there he is. The man, the myth, the one and only Boomer D.
The myth.
Southern Belle, how are you doing? Kelly, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
Kelly LaVoy, Fancy.
Why
Diane G. How are you? Good to see you. Christina Ghost Squad. Good evening. How are you? Good to see you.
Blonde and Booze, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
All right, so this is more or less kind of Eddie's thing here. He came up with the concept of having this live stream. He wanted to do it as a segment on Sundays, but of course, I mentioned Boomer can't be there. He's like, well, we got, maybe we can do a Saturday, and I'll do one. I'm on Sunday. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. So this is primarily something of Eddie's that he came up with, but he wanted me to be involved with it. So we figured I would do it, and he used his Zoom so we can stream it through my OBS. And then last minute, we're like, hey, you can actually use the Zoom call to also live stream. So he's live streaming on his, I'm live streaming on mine through the OBS, sharing the Zoom call. So this is, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to be hosting it like normal. This is, like I said, this is primarily Eddie's thing. So we're going to leave it up to him to guide the narrative here. So without any further ado,
Thank you, Boomer.
Eddie Johnston, the man.
All right. I'm Eddie Johnston.
I'm gonna go make a cigarette, so I'm gonna mute.
Well, how about that, crowd? Okay. Anyways, Bat Recon, how are you doing, sir? And everybody, now you see Blonde and Booze in here.
Acknowledge me.
I acknowledged you, Bat Recon. And T-Bone.
Acknowledge me.
You have been acknowledged. If you see Blonde and Booze in here, go by and check out their channel. They are so wonderful. I will put a link in the description box at the end of this video. Make sure you go by, check them out. Check out Southern Belle. And make sure you also check out Boomer D. He's also live. So we're going back and forth on this because this is something I've always wanted to ask. Because of actually it was 4 videos that I watched from different so-called paranormal investigators. And this is one of the reasons why we don't call ourselves paranormal investigators, because we're not. We're enthusiasts. Okay, I just call it as I see it. We might go to a haunted location or something like that, and we use the spirit box and we have the geofoam and all that stuff. But I don't call ourselves paranormal investigators because I leave that to the hardcore, like Blondes and Booze, like Christina and Son, like Spirit Stalker when she's here. You know, those to me, the Klinge Brothers, those are paranormal investigators. And one of the things that I know that they don't do is when they see something, for an example, door opens or something falls, they don't run. They want to figure out what caused. There's cause and effect that's playing in that. I don't run because there's cause and effect. I want to know what made that fall. What made that door open? Could it be sitting on an incline? You know, isn't this what paranormal investigators are supposed to do? You know, instead, when a door opens, they're running. This is supposed to be the Holy Grail. This is what you came to see. This is what you wanted. Why are you asking spirits to show me that you're here when you're running? Show me a sign of your presence. Give me a sign that you're here. Quit asking for something that you don't really want. Don't make checks that your ass can't cash. It's just that simple. And I've seen 4 videos, different YouTubers that called themselves paranormal investigators that run.
Yeah. And it's not just YouTubers either.
No,
there are professional networks that show these particular groups as well. I can name 10 of them if I wanted to drop bombs, but like there's at least 10 of them I have at one time or another seen on national networks and shit. And every one of those, there's at least one member on their team that freaks out and runs out the minute they come across what they're looking for.
But you see natural networks and shit.
The what? Oh yeah, those networks are shit. Yes, exactly. Here we go again.
Sorry about that. Inside me and Boomer got. But anyways, just like Boomer said, You know, and I can name a whole bunch of people that won't run. They will do what they claim that they are. They will investigate it. I'm not going to name any of those YouTubers because they don't really need named. They just should be ashamed of themselves. You know, I call them out as it is. I type right into their chat. If they're on a live stream, I let them know. You know, and yeah, of course they'll I'll get kicked out. But then a lot of people will see where I'm coming from. Why are you running? You're supposed to be a
There you
paranormal investigator.
I mean, there's some members of some very notable groups that are on national networks and stuff that I could name. Um, it's just yeah. I mean, I feel the same way Eddie does. I thought about making this a segment a while back, and I'm like, well, oh, who would be interested? But I was like, and then Eddie mentions it last week. Oh yeah, I got an idea of this and that, and I'm like, oh okay. But it's like it, it it eats at me every time I watch one of those shows. And these are very notable shows, notable groups that and not just that, but the fakery and the crap, the embellishments and stuff. Um, is another thing. I'm like, why are you in this business? It's like
Right. If you're
it,
gonna
it, if you have to make it up, you shouldn't be in the business. If you
right,
can't stomach it, if you have to run every time you find what you're looking for, you shouldn't be in the business. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right. And see, and that's what gives the paranormal a bad name. That's why a lot of people think that, that it's fake and that there's fakery involved because they
Right.
see, there was YouTubers that were faking their stuff. And there's some that called it out. They called themselves out and said, yeah, yeah, we did this and we did that. And it was all fake. And so people were saying, well, the paranormal's fake, you know? And I'm trying to, I just wish people would hold accountability. If you
Right.
if you go to a place that's haunted, things are not going to happen all the time if it's haunted. You don't expect it to happen just like that. You might have no luck
Right.
one day and have luck the next day. The spirits don't come out on cue. It just don't happen that
Yeah.
and so I just got tired of seeing it. I'm like, man, I got to say something about that. Christina said, I hate that I listen to me. Hey, T-Bone, thank you so much. Thank you for the membership.
I'm
We
not
appreciate that.
not sure what Diane means by
Acknowledge
this, but she says, what should they have done? What as opposed to running away from what they're looking for? Um, stand their ground and get the evidence they were looking for. That's what they should do. If they're
Exactly.
in the game, they need to play the whole game, not just the innings they feel like.
Right. And do what you claim to be. Be an investigator.
Right.
If my door opened back behind me and I
I
see
expect
that,
them
that
to do
door
their
open,
damn job.
right. I want to figure out what made that door open. There has to be something logical. And then if I can't figure that out and we do
Right.
everything that we can, we still can't, bunk it,
Right.
then that still to me doesn't make it
Exactly.
haunted. It's just, hey, the door opened. Okay. You
And I
know,
should add this too. I don't mean to cut you off, Eddie. Like I said, this is mainly your thing, but it just dawned on me that, like, I'm not suggesting anybody put themselves in peril. Okay.
right.
If there's something seriously like wrong with an area, and you're being attacked or something like that, that's different. That's different. But what we're saying is, like, all right, I'm gonna use an example, okay? And I use this example all the time. There's two examples. I'm just gonna use the one. All right, there's an association that goes by the call sign TAPS. Okay. One particular member of that association was big on just running like a scared girl every time he came across a shadow, a loud noise, anything. Like he would run screaming for no reason at all. Nobody's in peril, nothing going on, nothing malevolent going on that that anybody can really see.
You're talking about when
But
Taps.
he runs like Brian H. from Taps. Okay,
Hey, Brian,
the first few episodes or the first few seasons they had, he was there, I think, till season 3. I think he left after season 3, I believe. But he was big on that. He was their tech guy and stuff like that. And I was, why the hell is he even with this team? This team is, that was one of the best shows I've ever seen. But then it's got to be screwed up because this one jackass who, has got to run from everything.
Right.
So it's like, why are you doing it then? Why are you there wasting people's time and money? You're getting paid to do this. You're getting paid to be there, okay? These aren't YouTubers that are doing it for kicks or whatever. These people are getting paid. These places that they go to pay them to do their investigations. They're getting paid by the networks, okay? And it seems like they're getting paid to do nothing. And it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
I want to thank T-Bone for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much, T-Bone. You are so wonderful to us. Thank you so much for the gifted membership.
Unless a person is
Hey, Shire.
Like Jen said, if a person is in danger,
then I understand.
I
No,
understand.
they're looking at their chat, Diane. I don't know if they can
Diane.
see your. Oh,
No, I cannot see Boomer's chat because
Yeah.
we're also live here. We're crossing the streams. Ghostbusters. Dum, 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 dum. Who you gonna call?
I'm afraid of no goose.
Blonde and Boost had it right. Perception is everything.
Yeah, I mean, you guys get hot back and forth. Like, just
Thank you, Kelly. And you're beautiful too. Thank you. As a matter of fact, everybody in this chat, even WTF Mike,
Hey, you're beautiful, Mike.
Cassie told
the
Little
only
Pat.
reason why we're doing it this way today is because tomorrow I won't be doing any social media stuff.
Right. We'll still be live tomorrow.
I'm spending a day to honor my sister. So
Yes.
it would be her birthday tomorrow. So I'm just,
So I want to ask, is anybody there, if anybody out there would like to come up, do you have a paranormal story that you would like to share with us? Do you have a paranormal story you'd like to give to us?
or even if you have like a particular show you've seen in the past that you'd like to mock.
Right. Is a paranormal show you? Me personally, there was 2 shows I used to watch. One of them religiously. One was, of course, Ghost Hunters.
Yes.
Taps
Back
Group.
in the day, they were good.
But the other one is Ghost Lab with the Klinge Brothers.
That one I haven't seen.
That one,
Love that.
I love that one because Brad and Barry, the way they investigate is this. I learned a lot of things from them. One of the main things they tell you to use is your natural senses. That's the main thing. Your natural senses won't steer you wrong. And so
Thank you, Ron.
Listening to them. I recommend, if you get a chance, even here on YouTube, check out Ghost Lab. They're still together. They don't do it anymore, and I understand why. One day, I'm not going to say why. Because I could be wrong. I'm going by hearsay, which I don't like to do. But one day, I want to have Barry up here, and that way.
Thank you, D.
Yeah, see, Blondes and Booze said they love Brad and Barry. Yes, and you would too, Boomer. I'm telling you, because they're down to earth and they keep it real.
Now, is this are they primarily on YouTube or is it a net on one of the networks? Do
No,
they have a show?
they had a show on. They started on Discovery. And
Discovery? Okay.
they were called Ghost
Yeah, I
Lab.
don't have that one anymore.
Right. But if you can go on YouTube though, and you can look up Ghost Lab, Brad and Barry, they're down to earth. They keep it real. The way they investigate and everything.
Right. So they actually are doing it on YouTube now.
No, actually,
Or-
they don't. They
Oh,
don't.
okay.
They have a YouTube channel, but they basically do basically conversation. But
Okay.
as far as like going out,
Like a podcast type thing.
right? They
Okay.
have a podcast, but they still go out. And if you catch them like at a Paracon, they'll be at certain Paracons.
Right.
They were at the last one that we were, and every time
Okay.
they're in town, we always try to go to it. And I always talk to Barry every chance I get. It's good.
Let me know next time they're in Elmira, New York. I'll hit them up.
I will, and I guarantee you will not be disappointed. These guys, and especially why they left the network, and I couldn't blame them not one bit. Basically, like I
Thank you,
said,
Christina.
they keep it real. Okay, so Sire Ghost, how are you doing? I just realized you was here.
Acknowledge me.
You have been acknowledged.
Yeah, the last thing he said in my chat says, "Damn Boomer, you're the most boring individual I know. I'm going over to Eddie's."
That's messed up. He didn't say that. Sire Ghost is funny. But
He's a good character.
I love Blondes and Booze. And seriously, anybody in here, if y'all don't have Blondes and Booze, go by, check them out. Southern Belle's another one. I love Southern Belle's accent. I love Southern Belle. I wish I lived next door to her. Wait a minute, did you just mute yourself?
No, my mic is getting iffy.
Oh.
It switches for some reason. It keeps switching from my Yeti to my standard
Okay.
mic. And
where you want me to
because
send
the
it?
connections are
Is this Krista?
weird. But anyway,
She wants me to. I want to send her. You know what? Because I ain't.
if you wouldn't mind, like,
That's easy for you to say.
Middle.
bringing up panelists. Did you want me to drop the link in my chat as well, or do you just want to maintain that in your chat? Or
Well, you know what?
that I could leave that up to you. Like you,
Yeah, you can.
You could just.
You can.
What you want me to put?
Thanks.
I
This is.
know Christina last night was saying she'd like to join.
There you
Keith
go,
said
Bronze.
if he makes it in time, he'd like to come up. So I'm like, that, I'm leaving that decision mostly up to you. So
Yeah, and Christina, if you would like to come up, you can too. And Shire Ghost, I gave you a blue wrench, so that way you don't have to use mine. Just a joke there. Just a little joke. I mean, not a little joke. I mean, it's just a joke. But there you go, Blondes and Booze. I put the link right there in the chat. And I really mean, go by, check them out. I love their live streams. They are awesome. Krista, they're like family. Sammy, how are you doing?
Acknowledge
all right,
me.
Christina, or any of you want to come up?
Yeah,
Hit the
Christina.
link in my chat.
Yeah, because I love to hear some paranormal stories. Yeah, and it is Krista. All right.
Yeah, Christina could come up and explain how the fairy screwed up her kitchen light.
Draw your gun, Prairie Fairy. But
Good evening, Krista. How are you?
I got to give her a nice warm welcome here. As soon as I see her, Mike.
How are you doing?
How are you doing? I got to give you a nice little crowd
Not too bad.
applause here.
Well, thank you. I was actually just
I didn't even get that.
looking.
Hey, it's like they say, once you come over, you're a guest. Second time that you're over, your family. Get it
So
yourself.
there you go. There you go. I was listening to you guys while I was cooking, and I'm done now. So you said something about coming on telling ghost stories, so I got a lot of them.
Oh, I know you do. And that's why I wanted to share it and to wait till next week, but you're already here.
Well, I'll tell more next week. I've got a whole bunch.
Oh, do you? Okay, because yes, this is our guest next weekend, as y'all didn't know. I might as well
Yep.
tell you now, cat's out of the bag.
That's right.
Everybody, this is Krista from Blondes and Booze. We have here on the panel Christina from Christina and Son,
Hi, how are you?
and my
Hello.
good friend Boomer D, who's in the back making him a cigarette.
Yeah,
I've been demoted.
I just wanted to come up and say what I was saying in chat because it's totally related. It's not exactly a ghost story, but it's what you were talking about. So I, unlike Boomer, will sometimes drop some names. So I watched one episode of, I think it's called Ghost Adventurers. I'm not sure.
Oh God, I knew that one was coming up.
I watched one episode, right? Because somebody told me about it. And I said, oh, let me see about it. I watched one episode and it not even 15 minutes into the episode, there was a little noise. And I mean a little freaking noise in the back. And now this is a big production. So you gotta figure somebody's gonna make a noise, the camera guy, something. This freaking investigator screamed like a little girl and ran out the door. And that's when I took the remote and turned it off. I was like, now I'm watching this shit. Like, what is going on? I saw literally not even a full episode of that show because I was so damn annoyed at that. And like you were saying, I did a good 55 investigations, okay? And there was only one time that and I was on live stream, but I had my young son with me at the time. He was young. And my guide on the spirit box said to me, Christina, run. And I grabbed my son and I go, come on, we're going to walk away from here. We didn't run. We walked away from there. We went around the block. We went to a different haunted area. And then we went back over there because we just figured something was going to come that was a little shady. And that's why the guides told us to leave. And as we were walking away from there, someone on the live stream said to me, well, you shouldn't let them get the better of you. You should stand your ground. And I said, listen, yeah, a lot of
Up
spirits,
to a certain point.
no, but a lot of spirits will tell you, shut up, go away, leave, and I say, I'm sorry, I'm bothering you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Maybe there's someone else here who wants to talk. You don't have to talk to me.
Right.
But when your guide tells you to run, you fucking leave. Like,
Right.
but you don't scream like a 2-year-old
Right.
and like he literally screamed like a little girl and ran. And
I mean, there's a
I was with
difference
my
between
son only, and it was dark, and I
Right.
took his hand and we walked away.
difference between being cautious and following that gut instinct and the people that follow the word of their guides and things like that, and just somebody just being a basic idiot screaming and yelling in the middle of an investigation and running out the door. I mean, there's a big difference between that. That's why I was trying to explain earlier, we're not talking about people, we don't want people, don't expect people to put themselves in peril, but when you hear a door open and you're like, oh my God, what the F is that? Blah, 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 blah. Holy shit. Blah, blah. I just said, I was like, well, that's exactly what you were looking for. So why are you even asking? Like, why are you freaking out? Why are you making it so like more than what it is? It's a door opening. Go find out why. Don't freak out, cussing and swearing and running.
Yep.
Like, damn.
Hello, Jason Finch.
Acknowledge me.
By the
Yeah,
way,
there was,
hello, folks, over at Eddie's side there.
and there was another time, and I stayed a long time. I got attacked. I had bruises all over me, and I stayed a long time at that place until finally I took out my spirit rods, and my guide was like, you know, I think, or we took out the spirit box or something, and we were doing we did some rods in a spirit box session, and my guide was like, and whenever they say my name, the way they say it, I know it's my guide, you know? She was like, Christina, can we leave? And I was like, okay. You know, because when you hear that on the spirit box, you know, it's not just a random spirit telling you to leave, because
Right.
the way she addressed me, I knew it was my spirit guide. She was like, Christina, can we leave? And I was like, yeah, okay. So, you know, we left. And you know, so those were the only 2 times, but I stayed a long time at that place. And like I said, when I got home, I had handprints, bruises all over me. So I know something was there. I didn't run right away because I was like, you know, I don't know if it's bad, something trying to get my attention.
Right.
But so out of 55 times, there was 2 times where my guy told me, no, you gotta go. Now it's enough, you know.
Right.
Right.
And Krista,
Yeah,
I know you got some juicy stories, like a
I
big.
do. I do. So
Say.
I'll tell you guys about one that was a private case that we did with my old team, and this was probably 10 years ago. And we had been called in because you know, just bad things were going on at this house, and the lady had teenage kids, and they had been using the Ouija board.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. So we went in there, and we always go in with an open mind. We don't automatically think, you know, like demon or anything like that. You know, we like to get our own evidence and validate everything that you have said, you know.
Right.
So we go in there, and it's pretty crazy. So there is a mud room you walk into first, and then you walk into the kitchen. So it's you go through one room and then another. And the door was shut on both mud rooms. And we
Mhm.
were in the kitchen, and I kid you not, that the mudroom door like slammed open, and I felt something go through me. I was standing in the hallway from the kitchen to the dining room, and I felt something like go through me. It was pretty creepy. And
Really?
so you know, I was throwing up some red flags and stuff. And then also they had a big fish tank, and I kid you not, when we got there, they had 2 big Oscars in the fish tank. And when we had looked over us, we had been there about an hour and a half, 2 hours at that time. Both fish were dead.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, the boys, you know, they had opened up something, but I really truly don't believe it was demonic. I think that they had opened up like some nasty individuals there. And there was also, we had found out, a haunted doll. So we ended up taking the doll from the house, and then we just did a cleansing. And we took the doll, and then we my friend had property, and so we buried it on the back of her property and put salt on it, the
Mhm.
doll. And the people were fine after that. So that was a pretty interesting case we did. But I got to tell you, like, for that entity to feel like it went through me, that's happened to me twice. And that's something that feeling you just never forget.
Right. Right.
No, you
Can I
don't.
ask you, how long have you been in the game?
18 years.
18. Wow, that's a long time.
Long time. Yep. And I like to do, you know, we hold public events, but I like to do the private cases. And I've even been on a couple that were true demonic cases. And I've studied demonology under Jeremy Leonard, the Cajun demonologist. And the 2 true demonic cases that I've done have been with Tony Pickman from the Sally House. So
Oh,
Now, do you have like, I know people don't like the term gift, but or ability. What, like, are you gifted anyway with
yes.
like cognates or anything like that?
Yes,
Or-
so I actually used to do readings. I used to teach like metaphysics where people could understand their abilities and how to make agreements. I used to do all that stuff. However, I had a really bad experience with a client, and I haven't read a person since. I don't do
Oh.
that anymore, but I do locations.
Do you do
So-
like spirit communication at all? Like,
Yes, I will go in like
Okay.
if something there is haunted, I will,
Right.
but I won't read living people anymore.
okay, that's cool.
And I go
I
in
mean,
blind
that's the
too.
only thing I really, that's as far as I've ever gone with it in the 50 years that I've been uh gifted. I
And I
came into
always,
my
always go in
No.
blind. Like my team
So,
doesn't,
right.
give me a location
Yeah.
or none of that. I don't want to know any of that. I don't want to know any history. Let me go through and I walk through with a notebook and just write down everything that I get.
Mhm.
Boy, you and Christina
Yeah,
would
that's how I do it. Just
Mhm.
they come to me. I don't go
Yeah.
searching for them. I don't go looking for
Mhm.
it, or because I do believe in karma, and I do believe in the fact that the
Absolutely.
wise adage, you go looking for it, you're gonna find it, and
Mhm.
it may not be exactly what you're looking for.
That's right.
So I'm like, I don't look for it. They usually come to me, and it's usually just because somebody's past loved one noticed
Right.
them like in the chat or something. They got a
Sure.
last minute message for them or something.
Yeah.
As a
Well,
matter
and
of fact,
my thing is too, it's all about like intention and things like
Yeah.
that. However, and I tell people this all the time, if you are mentally not well, like you're fighting with your boyfriend or,
Yeah.
you have a cold even, don't go. Don't go to a
Right.
haunted location because you can open yourself up and become a victim, a target.
That's right.
Yep,
That's right.
Yeah, because they prey on the weak,
absolutely.
and I found like the heavy, I don't know, for the lack of a better term, like the heavy religious individuals that
Mhm.
because their main goal is, especially I guess from what I understand about demons, their main goal is to break people down from their
Yep.
beliefs.
They're patient.
So they're mostly the prime targets.
Mhm.
The weak, which children, very elderly, and people that have a very strong faith in something, those
Mhm.
are the main targets because they want to break down that, and I guess bring them into their fold.
Mhm. Well, the thing with children though, excuse me, if a child has to have free will. So
Right.
usually around puberty is when the demonic can mess with them. So a kid like 5 or 6 years old, they can torment them, to get to the parents, where the parents say, leave my children alone, come after me. Well, you just invited it to you. And that's the
Right.
whole goal of the demonic entity. It can use that child against you.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So, but to actually, be possessed by a demonic entity, you have to have free will.
Right. Right.
And small children don't yet.
Right.
I agree with that 100%.
B. Diane was asking in my chat, do you have a channel? I believe you do.
Yes, her
I'll
T-Bone's
drop it in yours, Boomer.
All
Yep.
right.
And thank you so much, T-Bone. She's been putting Blinds and Booze channel in the link. That's why I said go by, check out Krista, man. I'm telling you guys, you won't
Thank
regret it.
you.
Going to
Thank
drop
you.
my link.
Well, Brandy's just as good too. We're partners.
You can throw
Yes.
you can throw their link in my chat if you like.
Throw it in your chat.
Yep. There it is, right there. That's Christina's, and Jen is putting in Blinds and Booze, and make sure you guys go by, check her out. Her and Brandy. As a matter of fact, I almost forgot about Brandy.
Well, I just subscribed to Christina also. So
Oh, thank you. I haven't done an investigation in a while because I hurt my back. Right now, I work with the spirits doing crossovers, so we do that 4 days a week. I do 500 each time,
wow.
which takes a lot of energy. So that's what I've been doing. But I do like haunted stories. I tell real paranormal experiences on my channel. I
Cool.
play fun music, gardening, crafting. There's something for everybody. Cooking,
Good
So
deal.
you'll find something, I'm sure you.
Good deal. Good deal. We
That's
do a
what-
little bit of everything. We do Bigfoot and everything.
Right.
Yeah, when
Oh,
they
another thing I got to mention that I didn't mention earlier. For those of you who just woke up from a 30-year nap, Ed and Jen's link is in my description.
and Wednesdays, guys, I do free card readings on my channel. I
Cool.
tell you guys it's just for fun, but I do card readings, and you do get a personalized message from your guide. So if you're
That's
interested,
awesome.
come by and check me out on Wednesday.
Awesome. Very good.
Yes, she does really good card readings too, and a lot of her card readings has been on point.
That's awesome.
Really been on point.
Good deal.
So yeah, that was just one story from Krista. We got another one.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stories, so I can, do you want a scary story or you want good stories?
What do you guys want?
You
I
know,
can
I
do
was
either.
just saying today as I was watching another one of Jason Hawes's programs that I'm so tired of seeing all these programs like focusing on the negative and demonic aspect of things. I would just love for somebody to come up with something that turned out pleasant and was a good paranormal experience. So my
Yeah.
vote was for the good one.
Yeah.
So-
Shire Ghost had a question, or actually, it's not a question, but
Curious.
oh wait a minute, it's a she. You're a she.
No, Shire's a he.
It's a he.
Okay. But he said it'll be interesting to know if people have had more paranormal experiences going and investigating, or if they occur without looking.
Well, I'll tell you, I can answer that one real quick for me anyway, was most of the places that I went to investigate, it was not these big haunted places. It was, I was walking in the street and a disembodied voice was like, "Hey, hi." And I was like, "Oh, I'm coming back here with my gear." And those were the best places that I investigated, was the ones that I literally was like, that's where I went to this. I was going to my son's school, and across the street was a tennis court. And when I was walking by the tennis court, a guy was like, "Hey." And I was like, "Did someone talk to me? I'm coming back." And I went back and I caught like the best footage of a spirit, one of the best of this black mist apparition that I've ever caught.
Mhm.
And that was just because I thought I heard a voice.
Yeah.
Nobody said, "Hey, this tennis court's haunted." I just went there.
Right.
And it was that was one of the best ones. So it's really, spirits are everywhere, Shire. So like, I was doing one more quick one. I was doing a vlog, a historical vlog. I was not doing any paranormal. Had my camera. I was doing a historical vlog. I walked down the most historic street in Bayshore at the time. And when I got to the corner, I was like, "Oh, well, that was such a cute road." And I hear "next." And I just turned all around. There's nobody. And I did it with the camera, 360. You caught it on the camera. I'm like, who said that? I'm like, hello? Like, I'm expecting someone because it was so clear to be right there. I went home, didn't think anything about it. That was some vengeful spirit. Every spirit for the next week told me, "Watch yourself. He's after you." I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? That guy ended up attacking me like badly. And I had to get someone to help me get rid of it.
Wow.
So you literally can not be doing anything paranormal and come across the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, I've never gone looking for it. My most of my experiences have been in the places I've lived. My childhood home, had experiences there. Later in life, my wife and kids moved in to my grandparents' old house after it was bought from somebody, and we lived there for a while. I had a couple experiences there. I've had multiple experiences here, but like I said, I never gone out looking for it. I always feel stuff around me constantly anyway, but yeah, most of my experiences have been at home, not in any, so-called haunted area or anything like that. I think a lot of those are just hype for the most part. The ones you see on the shows, you know, the most terrifying places, the most haunted places. I think they're all, you know, in mostly in people's minds is where the hauntings are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and even
But
if
yeah,
they came
so
across one spirit that was there, you know, they travel. So doesn't mean the place is haunted. That spirit could have just been walking by, said something to you, and been on its way, you know?
Mhm.
right.
So you
Yep.
never know.
Yeah. Yep, that works. Little
So
Patty wants me to
Krista
tell
was going to
the,
give us another story.
well, little Patty wants me to tell about the Faye story. And so I will do that. So we had a case that, private case again, it was a horse farm. Well, it is a horse farm and a beautiful place. Like it's probably worth $1 million. Beautiful farm, beautiful house, the whole 9 yards. And the house wasn't that old, and neither was the barn. None of the property was. But you know, they were having things were going on in the barn, things were going on in her house. So we went several times because it's that big of a place, you know, to investigate the whole thing. And over a period of 5 years, like we couldn't help this lady, like nothing was working at all. And it wasn't demonic. It wasn't like I actually seen a troll in her tack room. It was the craziest thing. I had a guy, two other fellow investigators. They saw what looked like a troll also in a tree outside the property. So I'm, you know, but yet it wasn't showing the signs of demonic. Now she was losing horses. She boarded other people's horses. She lost a lot of horses there. And so she even had them sent to like the University of Missouri to have them tested to see if she had something, you know, like with her hay, you know, the bedding for the horses. Like, I mean, she did her due diligence, and nothing, these were all healthy horses that were dying. And so for years we couldn't figure it out. I'm like, I'm to the point I don't know how to help her. Like I put iron all over her house. I like everything we could do. I tried to do, and nothing was working. And so I called up the guy that I you know studied demonology under, and that's Jeremy Leonard. And I'm like, listen, I got this case. I can't figure it out. And this went on over a 5-year period. And I'm at a loss. I don't know how to help these people. And he said, have you ever thought about the Fae? I'm like, no, because, you know, I'm not at that time. I didn't believe in like fairies and stuff. You know, it wasn't nothing I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence about them too.
Yeah. Well, he said, you know, I had told him, so that property, it used to be an apple orchard. And when she bought the property, she cleared all the trees and made horse paddocks. And there was like 10 different pastures where all these trees had been you know, taken down. And so I'm like, well, at this point we have nothing to lose. So Jeremy had told me that the lady needs to go buy 2 apple trees, and we need to plant them and give them back to the earth, give them back to whatever is there. Because he swore up and down, it sounded like the Fae. I'm like, okay, you know, you know, fairies, yeah, right. Tinkerbells, okay. So, you know, I'm like, we have nothing to lose at this point. So we did that. And, you know, and Jeremy had said to tell the people they can never eat apples from those trees ever. You know, it's theirs. And so we did that. And she gave back and she told them, this is yours. I'm sorry for what we did. And, you know, we did this long whole thing. And that was probably 2.5, 3 years ago now. And they haven't had an issue since.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing.
Oh yeah, I work with a lot of I have a whole part of my garden is just a fairy garden with little houses I made and little characters just for them to be happy. Even though I didn't do anything to the land, I actually planted vegetables and stuff, but still just, and I always give them offerings because you don't want to piss them off.
I had no
They're
idea.
nature beings, and you never know. You know, most of them I came across are very nice. One of them was lost. He wanted to find his way. So, you know, we tried to help him get back to where he belonged. But most of them I came across was fine. But because I didn't do anything to nature to annoy them, you know? So, but yeah, and like I said, I give them offerings. My sister doesn't believe in a lot of things, but she believes like that they helped her find something one time, so she leaves them offerings all the time. So I say we're friends with the Fae, and I've actually seen one that I was just sitting talking. I was on a live stream and I was on my laptop or my computer, so it couldn't move. And I'm talking and something caught my eye very bright. So I looked out the window, and at my side window was a little, yeah, you could say it looked like a Tinkerbell. It
Mhm.
was longer, like it had long legs. You could see the whole outline of the body, and it had wings that looked like not a butterfly, but more maybe like a dragonfly.
Okay.
It was so bright, it lit up the whole side of my house. And I was just like, and by time I could even like, I was gonna try to take the, the laptop or whatever it was gone. As soon as it saw that I saw it, it was gone. And I ran to the window and I opened it, and it was just gone, disappeared. And everybody's like, maybe you saw an angel. I go, no, that wasn't no angel. And I swore, I go, no, it had to be what people say are fairies. And after that, I always thought, no, they probably exist because I saw one. I
Mhm.
don't know what being it was, something that we call fairies. It might be a different species. It could be anything. It could have been an elemental, an earth elemental that just wants to look like a fairy because they can look like whatever they like. So it could have been that. I don't know per se, but I was like, no, you got to believe in it if you see it, right?
Right. Well, I was a believer after that. You know, I mean, I can't explain that because we worked with these people for 5 years. You know, I tried everything possible to help them. And, you know, I was at a loss. And one little thing, Jeremy's like, oh, it sounds like the Fae to me. I'm like, okay, you know, and I even laughed at him. I was like, okay, so you're telling me there's such thing as Tinkerbells? You know, because I was not a believer in the Fae. I am now.
I'll tell you where I pretty much stand right now and hold you. I've got a list of items that have either been lost or stolen of mine that I always said, look, if they were somehow returned to me, I would be a believer in a lot of things. You know, like, hey, they say miracles work. I have seen no evidence of a
Omar.
actual. I think people use the term miracle way too loosely. They think every little good thing that happens to them is some miracle. But when I think miracle, I'm thinking like, yeah, if it's a true miracle, I should be able to trade my life for another who deserves it. Things like that. But I got a list of items that over the years is I've either lost or had stolen. And I've always said, if these items were ever returned to me, hey, I'll believe in whatever the hell you want me to believe in. You know, because as of now, I don't see any proof of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All I hear is testimony from others. That's not proof for me. You know what I'm
the
saying?
thing is, you know,
So.
you can't ask for something and not give anything. If you literally every day took one raisin or 2 raisins and a nut and put it in a dish and said, hey, this is for you guys, would you be able to find any of these items? And you did that every night, you might be surprised. But you can't ask for something and not give. That's the only thing.
I've given. Trust me. I have given. I put out offerings as well. You know, I do it, or I used to do it constantly.
Yeah.
I haven't in recent years, but that's something I used to do. I believed in giving offerings and stuff because nobody gets something for nothing. But the way I feel, the things that were stolen from me, I deserve to have those back. You know what I'm saying? The things that I lost just out of, you know, for whatever reason, you know, yeah, I lost those things. If I want them, I would give offerings for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Could you-
real quick, Eddie, I'm gonna have to hop off of here because we're getting ready to do a bonfire and there's people coming.
Okay, yes.
So, but I will be on next Sunday and I'll tell however many stories you want me to tell.
It was great meeting you, Chris.
It's good to meet you too.
And I look forward to hearing more of your stories. And I did just subscribe to you, so I'll check.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
videos
that.
out and stuff.
So much.
So.
Yep, you guys have a great night.
You
You
too.
Thank you.
Everybody, that's Krista.
Bye-bye.
Make sure you check out Blondes and Booze. We're gonna put the link in there again. Make sure you go by, check her out, her and Brandy. Like and subscribe, man. And they're good, they're really good people. Jason, I do pray for you. I feel that you may get the job. I hope you do.
We'll be praying, Jason.
Yes, believe in yourself and don't think nothing negative. Instead, think
Yeah, no
positive.
negative
Think like
thoughts.
you already have it. Just think like you got the job and you'll get it.
There you go. I put Krista's link in there for Bonds and Booze, and
I put it in your
guys
chat
go ahead.
before.
Yeah, I just put it in again because it's
And
pretty
Jason,
scary.
we love you too. And now over to Boomer's chat.
Mama Rock, what's good?
and let me switch over. Mama Rock, how are you doing? Spirit Stalker, K Dog, how are y'all doing? Did I miss anybody that's over here? And
I'll
Boomer,
put the link. I'll put the
Fancy, how you doing, Fancy? Spirit Stalker, you ain't got no blue wrench yet.
in case Mama wants to come up and join us, I'll put the link in the chat again for the panel. We're doing a double stream today, Mama Rock.
So funny. Every time I hang out with Lou on a few of his streams in the morning, I see Mama Rock at night. It's like
As a matter,
Lou and Mama Day.
Mama Rock's gonna be coming back. She said she's coming back. She's gonna be
Yeah,
coming.
she's been telling me that for 5 years.
So for all y'all that's over there on Boomer's side, let me do this for you.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for her to confirm that she'd like to start up Fam's Talk again.
That would be good, Mama.
Because I told her I would never do that show with anybody else. So the day she decides she wants to start that again, we'll get started again. But until then, it's
Oh, I
going to
even
lay
looked for-
dormant.
You both used to read the cards together.
Yeah, we used to do that. We used to have special guests up and do interviews and yeah, just meet the fam kind of thing. They all talk about themselves, their page, you know, their YouTube pages and what they do and stuff. I mean, I want to do that. So let's do it. You let me know when and where, Janice, and I'll be there.
That sounds good. I would love to see Mama
I
Rock.
will designate a day for us to do that.
And Mama Rock said she had a bunch of videos that she didn't get a chance to edit yet, and she needed Lou to help her edit the videos.
Yeah. What? By the way, did you talk to Lou about that? Because I know the last thing he says he misses editing.
Right. And yet you got a bunch of videos. Say, well, he's missing so much. Here you go.
Right. And we got receipts of him saying it too. He said it right on the live stream. One thing I miss about it is the editing. I'm like, well, Mama's got a bunch of stuff to edit.
I wish I
Help
was
her out.
living where Krista's at. Our goal, our dream is to living out in the country, you know, nice farm, even on farm, you know, like 5-6 acres of land, you know, instead of Jenkins Animal Rescue.
Yeah, Eddie, now you know, if you have fruit trees or stuff on there when you buy it, don't you dare cut that shit down.
Oh, and you're right.
Oh, wow. Cool.
None.
Janice.
And if you need to take one down because it's sick or something, you say, I'm going to take this down because it's sick, but I'm going to plant a little strawberry bush for you instead. That's how you do.
Hey,
See, that's the one thing I can't do as far as like, because I know, like, back in the day, I had family members, especially on the Native American side. Anytime they had a garden, they designated one section of it as just for like offerings and stuff. That's one thing we used to do back in the day too that I can't do here, you know.
No,
Right.
yeah.
Because for one, I don't have a green thumb. And
Well, and that's why,
No.
you know, I have I get the big humongous bag on sale at Amazon of like cranberries. Sometimes I get a mix, but I like cranberries. So what and I'll use it in my salad, but that's what I give to them.
right.
Yep.
Big family size bag for $6. So it lasts a long, long time. They only need 2 or 3, you know, they don't need a lot.
And you can use it when you got a
So-
urinary tract infection. As a matter of fact,
Well, I don't
Cranberry
get
juice
those
is
a
good
lot,
for
but I'll
that.
remember that. Thanks.
as a matter of fact,
It's a great
Uh,
dietetic.
would Mama Rock like to come up?
I
and-
put the link in my chat.
Dear Mama Rock, if you'd like to come up, come on up. We'd like to,
Um,
especially if you have a paranormal story, we'd love to hear it.
and also, oh, Mama Rock's got a bunch of them. She's got one about the first day she ever heard my name. I love hearing that one.
Andrew, no.
Before they even knew me.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Andrew,
Acknowledge me.
I can't see you, but
Yes, if you, we're crossing the streams. Boomer's also live, and we're sharing the live together.
And I'm snack dab in the middle, just hiding here on both.
That's right.
she's stuck in the middle.
Like they say,
Um,
2 3's an adult
and-
movie.
And yeah, going back to the main topic tonight, is there anybody in the chat that has any comments about what we were discussing? Any like
I just want to answer T-Bone 1 second. I am from Astoria, Queens, New York, but my
I'm
father
sorry.
was born in Brooklyn and my mother was born in Astoria. And so it's a mix of a Brooklyn and Queens accent. That's why it's very unique. And that's my accent.
Why don't we call it Brookstoria?
Brookstoria. It's a Brookstorian accent.
Astoralin.
Shire Girl said, Eddie, it's quiet, living in the sticks, but
Can't
boring.
tonight. I have a birthday party.
That's what we want.
Hi, Jim.
I have to do some things. Oh wow. Okay, no problem. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Kelly, would you
Oh,
like
Jose is gonna be 20. Happy birthday, Jose.
Happy birthday.
happy birthday,
Yeah,
Jose?
that's my sister's birthday as well tomorrow. I had not realized that they share a birthday.
Now I put a link in the chat
Thank
right
you.
there. If you would like to come up, Kelly, you're more than welcome. T-Bone, if you'd like to come up, if you have any good stories to tell, we'd love to hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Amorous Frankie. I don't know that one. Who is that?
Amorous? Oh, wait a minute. That's on your side.
Yeah.
I don't know, but hello, Amaris. Nice to meet you.
She said, not today. I
No,
would like-
Spirit Stalker says, I've known Mama Rock since Amorous Frankie, in quotes, was still alive.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Frankie's-
know who that is.
Frankie's her daughter. Her daughter,
Oh, okay.
Self
I'm
to-
sorry.
yeah, her daughter.
I never caught her name before. I apologize.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah, her,
I knew about the daughter. I just didn't click
yeah,
with the name.
yeah, and we
Thank
love Spirit Stalker.
Oh.
She, matter of fact, we have something for Spirit Stalkers, and she still hasn't come down to get yet.
Eddie's gonna have to send me that shirt.
You know what?
If Ron doesn't go get it.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna
Although
show
I'm
you.
I'm still waiting for my lighters. Eddie said he's gonna send me a whole bunch of lighters that he finds in those storage
what?
units.
As a matter of fact, that's what they were, weren't they? They were lighters because Des thought they were vapes, and there were a bunch of lighters,
Yeah.
but they didn't work.
They need fuel because they send them when you
Oh.
order them like that in bulk from
There's
far
one.
away. Oh, there you go.
There's
They
one up
don't-
right there.
That's nice. Yeah, it just needs fuel because they won't
Yeah, just get some Zippo fluid.
Yep.
they won't ship them.
It may need a flint too. Who knows?
Yeah, but they won't ship them. Like if they bought them to sell, they probably bought them from some Chinese place, and they won't ship them on a plane with the fluid in it. And when
Oh, well,
you just buy
Yeah,
the bottle. and-
Zippos are never sold. Even if you buy them in the store, they're never sold with fuel in them. You have
Oh,
to buy the
well,
lighter and the fuel
Both, but
separately.
the other ones that were the long ones that didn't look like those. There was a few in that box that they found. Those you would need to also.
Oh, you're
refill
talking about the
regular.
butane ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the butane lighters. Sometimes you can order them from manufacturers and they ship them out empty. Then you just
Empty.
gotta buy a can of butane to fill them up.
Yep.
Yeah. But Zippos take a different fluid.
Oh yeah, they take the, yep. I know back in the day, I used to have a boyfriend because I could never do it. And I had this beautiful Zippo. And he used to change the flint and clean out the springs and put all the stuff in. Every like 3 months, he'd do it up nice for me.
Just Jim said my Arizona Cardinals are gonna beat the Chiefs. Uh-oh, so we got little Patties with the Chiefs, and we got Just with the Cardinals.
Hey, you got that wah 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 sound
Yeah.
effect?
I think I do.
I look like hell. Kelly, you don't have to turn on the camera as long as your voice
Give
doesn't
me a wah
sound
wah wah for the
like
Chiefs.
cool. We're cool.
Yo! Oh, that's the wrong one.
That was Homer.
That was Homer Simpson. No, I can't find it. Oh, I got rid of it. Yeah, I sure did. My bad.
Oh,
Yep,
Jesus.
I got rid of it. My bad. I did have.
You lose! Good day, sir!
So anyway,
Willy Wonka.
Yes. Oh, Boomer. Oh, I got to turn off the background and I'll show you
Yes,
guys.
ma'am.
Shire Ghost said Patriots. You guys gonna hate who my team is then. Cause
Every time I hear somebody say "Hey, Boomer" like that, it sounds like I'm getting sent to the principal's office.
No, look,
you
I
are
got-
good.
I got a little cheap light from
Oh, is that the
Amazon?
magnetic one?
Yeah, look how
The
cool.
USB one? That looks good.
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
that
and
looks
you,
brighter than your regular light.
yeah, it's pretty
It
good.
sure is. That light is bright.
You still need to get that fixed though, because if there is a short, it could
Yeah.
cause a fire hazard. So
Well, my son tried to take it down today, and guess what? Because I figured if we could take it down and at least like cap off the wires, it would be okay. If we couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, you can't get that metal thing off there. You know why? Because those idiots put the tiniest little nut, and it's been there so long that you're never moving that
the
nut. It's
rusted on. Yeah, an electrician is gonna have to get in there and redo
yeah,
a
I
whole
was
new
hoping I could
fixture.
maybe do something myself.
Yeah.
We could do it ourselves, but we can't.
I am a Dallas fan. What?
A Dallas fan?
Mama Rock is a Dallas fan?
He got shot.
T-Bone said, "Go Buccaneers." I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I am a diehard Cleveland Browns fan.
Where's your Buccaneers? I'm a Buckenhead.
I am diehard.
Are we talking about
sorry.
football, baseball? What are we talking
It's football.
Football.
Football. Oh no, I don't do football.
Got some football fans in here. I'm a fan of the sport.
I'm a big hockey fan.
Oh no.
Go New York Rangers.
Here too.
I'm a big. I like hockey.
No.
Oh, I do too.
Rules are
like
easy. I like men in tight uniforms rolling around. No, I like it.
I do too. No, I'm
This
joking.
paranormal show went south quick. Feels like one of my live streams.
Sorry.
Let
Oh,
me ask-
technically it is.
Let me ask you this question. Have you noticed on some paranormal videos, they always say that something is demonic?
Everyone.
I know.
Everyone
And you know
I've ever watched, demonic, the word demonic is thrown out there.
Always thrown out there. Why?
I don't
Well,
know.
I don't know. And you know what strikes me? Because of that, it prompted me to ask my guides one time. I was like, are there that many demons? Like, are we in danger of that? Do I have to be protecting? And my spirit guide actually laughed at me. and she don't do that often. And she's like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, demons have a job the demon, there's a demon queen. It's a woman. The demon queen is a woman, and she's the boss. She's the boss lady, and she gives them jobs, and they don't go off of what their job is
Right.
unless you do something that pisses them off so much that they, give you a backslap, and then
Retaliate
they're
or
on their way,
something.
But
Yeah.
other than that, if you don't bother their job, they're not looking for you. They don't have nothing to do with people,
Right. I just could never understand why everything had to be demonic.
because they don't know anything about
Yeah.
them, because they claim to be
Yeah.
these paranormal investigators, but they
Investigators.
don't investigate anything. They
Exactly.
just go off what other people say, and other
Yep, that's
people
what I was gonna
the
say.
other
They're
people
always
go off of
basing
what people
everything
that
off
don't
from somebody else's aspect of what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And
And
not
that's why now everything's demonic, because one person got a lot of likes on this demon, and now everybody just, went off the back of that one person, and now it's like a whole big conspiracy that all these
Yeah.
demons are out to get you. No, they're not.
no, and you're right.
Ghost hunting is becoming more like a witch hunt.
Yeah.
It's like they're just looking for something to,
And
make it
and that's what gets me
evil.
a little frightened too, because if you can summon a demon, okay, you can summon these things, right?
Yes.
If these idiots start fucking around and start summoning all these demons are gonna be pissed, and these people are gonna get hurt.
I summoned the demon this morning in the bathroom. Satan came out, boy. The power of Christ compels you.
They're gonna hit you.
The power of Christ compels you.
I'm sorry. I just had to get that out. The power of Christ compels you. Ugh.
But yeah, so that's what worries me, is that these idiots are not only talking, they're gonna try, they're gonna do some crazy shit, and we're gonna have a whole big mess. And the problem with that is we're gonna have to clean it up. These idiots aren't, because they don't know how.
Right. Yep.
Very so right. And that's why they're giving the real paranormal investigators, they're giving them a bad name.
Oh yeah.
And so they got when are they gonna stop? They need to stop. And that's why I look at certain, I call them out.
Hi, Kitty.
You need to boycott. What needs to be happening is people needs to boycott them. And like you said, yeah, leave comments. They're gonna erase them. If they go live, start asking questions in their live stream. Hey, what's this? What's that? So you don't know anything about it? Is that what you're saying? Like, I went into a live stream, and I'm very
happy,
mental, I guess the word is, when it comes to elementals, right?
Right.
So if someone's saying something wrong about them, a man, I call them out. I don't care if you're my friend, because soon you won't be after I get done with my ranting and raving in your chat,
right.
So
you know what I say to all those people like that?
Hello?
This is what I say.
Hi.
But yeah, so I called them out. I was like, how can you call spirit an elemental? Spirit is what they are. They're spirits. Like, they're, they're a species of divine beings. Spirit is not one of them. Like, what's your, like I thought you knew about this stuff. And they're like, well, that's what it is. I'm like, no, so you don't talk to spirits? And they're like, excuse me? I'm like, if you talk to spirits, you would ask them their name.
Hello,
and what they are, and what kind of elemental they are. So obviously you don't talk to spirit. Once I start doing this, and I confuse the people in the chat too, and then, well, they kick me out. But
hello, Christopher.
Other people will start questioning, like, hey, that is true what this lady said.
Hello, Diane.
All you gotta do is put doubt in people's heads.
And Mama says hello, Jen.
Acknowledge me.
Hello to all of you that came in just now on our side.
Kristen, praying for your household to get better soon.
Dolls Dolly, I seen you here earlier.
Acknowledge me.
And Lisa J.
Acknowledge me.
And everybody that's on Boomer D's side that I didn't get, because I can't see Boomer's side.
Acknowledge me.
You all have been acknowledged.
There's a cover off for everybody on my side.
Right. That covers everybody on Boomer's side. I just had to ask these questions because when I watch real paranormal investigators, they don't realize how much of a bad name they're giving them. And people are starting to think that, you know, a lot of this stuff is just not real. It's not, it's all fake, it's fakery, and a lot of them have done some fakery.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know, and so that's why it discredits the
It
real.
depends. Yeah. But
Maybe-
you know what? It also something like that made me do what I do, which actually brought me to my calling, right?
Right.
So I got my first haunted item, which was a doll which had a little girl spirit in it.
Right.
And it was a real little girl, guys. She was a 7-year-old Spanish girl who died in the 1920s in a horse and buggy accident. Okay.
Mhm.
So she was not a demon. She was a little girl. And yeah, because everybody's like, oh, if it's a child, then you know it could be a demon. Demons do not pretend to be children. Okay.
Right.
I don't know who thought of that stupid idea. A demon tells you who they are, what they want, and what they're going to do to you.
Right.
All right. They have no reason to hide behind anything because either A, you summon them, or B, you piss them off. So they don't have to lie to you. Like I said, they don't come after you. So that's a whole big.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
That's the
they don't-
thing. Like, and you see it on every single so-called paranormal investigating show that I mean, like I said earlier, the word demon is thrown around like crazy, and I'm like, they got better things to do than to just throw your dishes around, okay?
Right.
That's not demonic activity. That I mean, I will give it to the you know, I would lean toward the poltergeist a little bit, or
Do you
but
know
mainly
that-
it could just be a spirit trying to get somebody's attention. Or they're pissed off or whatever, and that's the only way they can express themselves. But they throw around the word demon way too fucking much.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
But
Betty,
so I was
oh,
let me
Betty.
just finish my thought real quick on that. So she said she wanted to cross over, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find you someone. Mediums do that, right? I went through all these mediums that wrote books, that wrote vlogs, that they crossed spirits over. I'm like, this one, that one, this one. And she's like, they're fake. I'm like, but they have a book. They made all this money. They're best selling. And she
Right.
and the spirit's looking at me, and the spirit's like, she can't cross over spirits. Only certain people could do that.
Right.
And she can't do it, you know? And I was
Mhm.
like, oh, okay. So do you know somebody? Like,
Yeah.
and she's like, you're gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you and you're gonna do it. And so they taught me, and now that's what I've been doing for the last, 6
know
years,
what?
crossing over spirits. But
Pam
yeah.
just brought something to light. Pam Simon just brought something to light. By the way, Pam and Octavian, hello.
Acknowledge me.
And GSS Video, hello to you as well.
Acknowledge me.
Pam Syme said this. What are anyone's thoughts on recent sale on Warren Occult Museum here in Connecticut? That is, I
Somebody
see,
mentioned that earlier too.
About what?
I have no
the
opinion on that whatsoever. I don't care what they do with the damn place.
Ed Lorraine Warren.
That place has been closed. The cult museum, Lorraine Warren and whatever his name was. That cult
Ed and Lorraine, yeah.
Ed and Lorraine. Oh, it
Yeah,
was
right.
Ed. Because I was like Eddie, and then I'm like, no, I'm yeah,
No,
Ed and Lorraine.
Tyrone and Lorraine.
That occult museum has been closed since 2018. Okay. So what they really need to do is, and that's why they were always on tour with that Annabelle doll. Okay.
Yeah.
So what they really need to do is get the diocese to take the haunted items and store them properly. Okay. And then just sell the museum. It's really easy. That's
Yeah.
what they need to do with that if they're not going to
So-called
reopen it.
haunted items.
Right.
Yeah,
I
right.
because I agree with Diane. I don't see an issue with someone buying it. But I'm just hoping that they keep the Annabelle doll in case it's in case for a reason.
Yeah, it's in case for a reason. That's right.
And so, and GSS, we're doing great. My mom had just recently passed away. Her services is Monday, so I'm just trying to weather through that. You know, so but everything's good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you. But yeah, I hope that whoever, because I know who they are that bought it. I'm hoping that they have good intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because some people buy things like that for clicks and views,
Yeah.
Right.
and clout.
Right.
And buy things for the right reason, not the wrong, because you play with enough and you're gonna get burned.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to mention about these shows, and I'm not including the YouTube channels right now because we all know YouTube is what YouTube is. People go to YouTube to create
Entertainment.
stuff to make a name for themselves. So I'm not including, but the mainstreams, the shows on the mainstreams and stuff. One thing I've never seen is where they go into a private home with the intentions of actually helping somebody out. There's only one show out of all that I've ever seen where that was even a thought for them, and that was only in the very beginning.
Right.
And then they kind of
Impact,
started
right?
drifting away from that. But now, today, I don't see a single one of these shows, and I've watched them all from Paranormal State, Paranormal Files, Ghost Adventures, forget about it. But I've never seen anybody go in there with a credible, and I'm not talking about Chip Coffey because I don't find him very credible either. But anyway, with a credible psychic medium and with the intentions of disbanding or actually assisting this family.
Right.
First of all, starting out with, well, could it be something psychological? That's
Right.
where you need to start. Is this person just having a psychological breakdown? Is there things going on medically with them? Eliminate that first, and then look at anything that possibly paranormal and help the family. No, all they do is they go in, I know the networks encourage them to embellish and stuff to make a good show, but you never see them go in with the intentions of, oh, we got to help this family and get rid of, and they do give the illusion that they're doing that on some of these shows, which is just as dangerous as because
Right. Because,
they're not,
like the spirit
it's like,
said,
and
a
like I
lot
said,
of
there's no good stuff going. Like they're not out there, I mean, they're out there looking for the most terrifying, the most, and I hate the word haunted because I always use the word active.
active.
They're looking for the most haunted places or the most terrifying. Why is that such a big seller? Why are they doing that? They know it's like they think all the public are just as vain, or not vain, but just as
Timberlake?
gullible.
Oh,
Right.
They think we're all just as gullible as the next guy, right? So
Right.
they're gonna give us what they think we want to hear, see, just to hype it up.
Yeah.
I've
Because
never seen
I
a
think
show on mainstream where they go in and say, all right, this show is dedicated to going in and helping these people. Psychic Kids was one that was the closest to that I've ever seen. Okay. And it turned out that a lot of that turned out to be not too credible either. The first one, with Chip Coffee, not as far as I'm concerned, he's not any more credible as a wet
All right.
stone.
And I
But
don't understand because a lot of these things, like I told you, like I
like doing
this is why I watch a lot of stuff too, because I watch a lot of different of these shows to actually see if there's spirits there. And then I go to my spirits, like, is there somebody there? If they need help, because it looks like somebody's there. Like I see if I get a feeling from the place. Like if
Right.
they need help, just tell them to come and I'll cross them. If they're good, And that's how I get. That's why I have 500, to cross all the time, because I do go, sometimes looking because I feel bad. They exploit the spirit. They put them on these TV shows, but they don't fucking cross them over.
right,
Right.
And I have that kind of like where I could look at something. Okay, I see if it's haunted. My spirit guides can go there and collect them and tell them to come if they want to come, if they want to cross. And I don't have, the good thing about that is I'm not going there. I don't have to sign anything that says I'm not crossing anybody.
Right.
So your place can stay haunted, So and that's another thing. Those places, and that I wanted to talk about too. I really dislike that if you're gonna go spend $200 and they want you to spend $200, stay at this haunted hotel, but they won't let you help the spirits there. You have to sign something that says you won't cross over any spirits. How
Right.
dare you keep spirits
yeah.
trapped and not
Prime
help
example
them
of
and then
exploitation
exploit
right
them
there.
and spend money?
That's how they make their money. By
Yeah.
the way,
What's with that? That's not for you to
Those
make
are the
money.
lowest of the low, as far as I'm concerned.
I put a video link in there for GSS videos. He's got some interesting videos. He's over, I guess you're over across the pond. Am I right, GSS videos? I am definitely going to check out your channel. Most definitely. Go
Yeah,
by.
you want somebody can drop
video
that link in
right.
here if you don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Somebody.
know GSS,
Hey, hello,
GGS.
Keith.
Whatever you get.
I just saw the videos, but I've seen him a lot.
Exactly, Mama Rock. Exactly.
That annoys me so much. It annoys me, and that's why whenever somebody says, "Oh, you have to sign a thing that you can't help the spirits," I'm like, "Let's watch this video and see how many spirits we could grab out of there." That's like my main goal, because I don't have to go there. I don't have to sign anything. And screw you, if a spirit needs help, you're not keeping them there.
Right.
Nathan, from the Quantum, this is another good channel. Let me acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
Is that Jason Finch?
Lisa J.
Acknowledge me.
I have still yet to hear a good story from Lisa J. And I know you got some good stories.
Bring her up.
So, Lisa,
did you just mention Jason Finch?
No, but
okay. I was gonna say hi. I can't see him, but hi. But I know he's in yours all the time.
How you doing, Keith? Love talking to Keith. And GSS videos is over in the UK. Thank you so much.
He is. I know I've seen him many times before. I forgot who we're mutual friends with, but we have a mutual friend, so I see him around.
I got a burn on my arm. I didn't notice I had.
See, that's what you get for
smoke. How the hell I get a burn on my arm?
Smoke, don't you?
So sorry, guys. I didn't mean.
It must have been the fairies attacking me.
That upsets me the most.
Oh, Lisa's having a bonfire. Who you got to think?
Yeah, that's what she said. She had a bonfire to get to.
And Keith, love to you too.
No, that was Krista that had a bonfire. Are you going to Krista?
Oh, I thought that's who he was talking about, Krista.
Oh no, this is Lisa J. She's having a bonfire.
Oh, Lisa J's doing a bonfire too?
Yeah, everybody having a bonfire.
I wish I could do a bonfire.
A bonfire?
GSS is Glenn Sam Sloan. Uh-oh. Look who we
I
got.
miss those days actually. Living on private property where you could just go out back, build a big campfire or bonfire and have cookouts, and I miss doing that.
I
I
have
want to move in with
the
Cab 7. He's got
Yes,
an awesome fire pit.
Lisa,
I have a fire pit. I have never used it.
and I live.
Hey, she made it.
Lisa J, I will be going live again tomorrow. And Mama Rock, so glad that you came by. How are you?
Mama.
Is the
Good,
birthday
how
boy
about
around?
you?
Wait a minute, Lou had a birthday?
Jose.
No, Jose's
No.
birthday is tomorrow. He turns
Yeah.
20.
He turns
Oh,
20 tomorrow.
happy birthday.
Remember how little he was when we first
Happy
all started
birthday
hanging
to
out together?
you.
I
Yep.
do remember how little he was.
He was just like this tall.
I tell you, because
They both grew up so fast.
yeah, well, I was just saying because I started around the same time, I think maybe a year before Lou, or I met Lou like a year into me doing this, and my son just turned 19, so they were around the same age, so they were small, and
Yeah.
even I look back at videos when I did with my son, and I'm like, oh my God, he was a baby practically.
So in reference to your question, Boomer, let me know. You know what? You just gotta let me know because I need to schedule things just because I got so much always going on, but I'd love to
Right.
do some shit. I need to learn how to open up my YouTube again, guys. And Eddie and Jen, why I am sitting here, Eddie, thank you. You know, I do enjoy coming up with you guys. I don't come up with very many people anymore.
Right.
But you guys, I love you guys. You guys rock, you
We love
know. And Manny and Tony and all them, I hope they're all doing good.
Oh, they're
And
upstairs watching
and I'm
football.
so sorry about your mom.
Thank you
You
very
know,
much. I appreciate that. I really do. And we
and
love
Oh shit, I forgot to tell you what I was gonna tell you before too, Eddie.
Yes, you
I
should.
came in
I
here
don't
and
want to
like
do it
disturbed
publicly
the whole
though.
conversation, right?
No. You good.
I'm bad like that, I guess.
When I was doing my live stream the other day, Manny came or Manny, god damn it. Cody
Tony,
came in,
Cody.
and said hello and stuff, right? And as soon as I read his message in the chat, a voice came to me. And he said, tell him, and I'm assuming because they noticed Cody, tell him Manny's gonna be just fine. That was the message. It was a soft spoken voice, female voice. I heard it, and I didn't want to do it then and there, especially I didn't want to do it with Cody, because I didn't know how Cody would take something like that.
Right.
But the other night, right in the middle of my live stream, Cody came in, said hello, and stuff like that. I said, so how's the rest of the family? As soon as I said, how's the rest of the family and how's Manny, the voice came to me just as Cody was answering my question. It was a soft female voice says, just tell him Manny will be fine. So that was the message. I was going to type that to you last night after I mentioned it and I forgot. So now that it's on my mind, I know I'll end up forgetting it later. So I figured I'd say it now. So
Wow. Lisa, have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. To answer Boomer's question, well, actually, thank you.
oh, absolutely. I know I'd forget it again, so I took this opportunity to.
And you know,
Oh
and,
no,
oh,
go ahead.
sorry. Oh,
No, go ahead.
No, finish, Boomer.
Oh
No,
no,
I was finished. You're all good.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I just wanted to say, you know what my favorite thing is? What I used to always love about you and Jen is this. I like you guys doing your EVPs. I think that you always did it so respectfully. All right. And they go out and they're, even if they're in a cemetery, you're respectful of the place that you're in. And it's not like you just call out to the spirits to come join you,
Right.
because I think you more or less let them approach you. And I think that that effect is much more honest and more, it's, I think you got more experience than a lot of people that talk about spirits and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say that because I always did respect that about you. It was like we knew what we were getting. It was true. It was right in your face. You guys didn't try to fabricate or make it worse or better than what it was. It was just straight up.
And
And
they
I
don't
still love it
embellish.
that you guys did it as a family, because that's what made it cool. It's just like, it was like all in the family, and we have been there with you guys since forever now. Shit.
Thank you. It makes me want to blush.
That's the same thing that
Well,
led me,
no,
know, that's
truth
what
is
drew me
truth.
in with them as well. Like they
Keith,
were
thank you.
totally different from anyone else I experienced.
Not only that, you god darn one of the best singers in the whole damn planet
Hi,
over
Mary.
here. So,
Yeah, right.
hey,
For real.
give
sorry.
credit where credit is due.
I want to say,
Right.
I want to
But
say
I like the way you and Jen have always been honest, reliable about what you're doing. You do EVPs. It doesn't sound like a bullshit story from the end of the planet over here. And I enjoy that. I still go to those channels that do that. And I don't say much. I stay hidden now because of all the crap we went through. But I still watch
Mary,
you
there's
guys.
the link for the panel if you want to come up.
If it goes off on my button and your name's on my list, I'm going to check it out. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
appreciate
I
that.
mean,
Thank you so much. And Keith, thank you so much for becoming a member.
Keith.
Thank
Mama,
you.
you know me.
Did I
I'm so
mention Keith was on
opinionated.
my
I
panel
say shit
last
out
night?
loud.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or was it Thursday?
No,
Mama-
it was yesterday.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
okay,
really
okay.
believe that Annabelle is real?
No, I do not.
Do you?
I've
No.
said that from day one. I don't believe the whole Annabelle bullshit. I don't believe in haunted.
My
You
thought
know
is
me. I
this,
don't
okay?
believe in
Number
haunted
one,
items anyway. Like
this would be my
possessed
first
items. So
my first thought would be this. All right. You got this Raggedy Ann doll, right? And she's locked up in just a little old wooden box with a freaking glass window.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What the hell? You think a demon or something evil couldn't penetrate that stupid glass?
Exactly.
You know, give me a break. And
Yeah.
then there's this, okay? The guy that just died, all right? They're playing up on this bullshit so they can sell that property. So they
Right.
could get somebody interested in that shit. Because I don't believe in that crap, not one little bit.
Yeah,
They
they're
made a
exploiting
movie.
the history of it to try
They
to get a big
made
sale.
they made a movie, and then they had to make life into that movie so they could make money.
Right.
Well,
That's all I feel about it. It's my personal opinion. I could be very wrong,
Oh,
but
I'm right with you on
I
that.
don't know. You feel those things, you don't. They
I-
just
well, I
out of
I
nowhere.
I know that items can have attachments, and
Right.
that they have
Yeah.
to go back to that attachment if they have a
But
certain
what
time
item do you
every
know of?
72 hours, right?
But
But
what item do you know of that actually hurt a person
no,
without?
no, I don't. Right,
Right.
that I
Right.
don't know. That I haven't heard. I know items can have attachments. I know they have to stay with them unless
Can
they
a
attach
spirit
to a
attach to
different
a person?
item. Like there's all these rules. Like so, there are attachments, but an item like that, if it was one of those that was brought, because you can summon something she's not a demon though. She's just a really bad entity, right? They
Why
made
would
her
somebody
seem
want to
like
be
a
stupid
demon, but
enough to
she's
do
just a
that?
bad entity, right? She's an evil person. So they summoned her into that doll. Okay? That's the thing. They summoned her into the doll as
Yeah, I
an
don't
evil
believe it though.
person, but you can't if you summon, even if you summon something into
So
something,
you summon something into a doll and then you lock it in a little
right?
paneled box with some glass, and you think that it doesn't
That's
have the
gonna
ability
right.
to get out of that box and
That's
Yeah,
the
but
say,
ideal
still,
prison
I
you
for
know,
evil spirits is a glass box with a wooden frame.
no,
and
it's
a and a
blessed
and a
and everything.
painted cross on it,
They said what they did to it.
woo.
But I don't think the thing is, I don't think I don't think she can hurt you
It's
physically.
popcorn time.
It's mentally. That's the thing. And through the glass, mentally,
Psychologically, right? Yeah.
psychologically,
Yeah, well, if you
telepathically,
got
she
mental
messes your
problems, you
head.
don't go to a fucking haunted, whoops, you don't go to a haunted house. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry
be
I said
yourself.
that.
Yep.
Be yourself. Be yourself. But
Yeah.
before
Yeah, but that just slipped up freak out like, whoop, Mama Rock's here, guys.
before you go up though, was it Sarah Ghost?
Yeah.
Sarah Ghost said, "Shh, Mama Rock, I'm trying to sell a demon possessed microwave on eBay."
But
Mama
you
Rock
know,
is a female version of Boomer.
Yeah.
I actually I think I can be sometimes really worse than him, because when I got something in my head, or if you're talking and I'm hearing something else going on and I'm feeling something else going on, I'm gonna call you on it because
Yep.
I don't like the feeling I get. And I think that a lot of like Chucky, why the hell ain't he sitting in the cage
Hold
right
that thought
next
real
to her?
quick.
Or
Mary,
Andy. Where's
Mary, Ed is also
Andy?
live,
No,
so a
what,
lot
he
of
was the
people are over
good guy.
there.
He got the wings, right?
Right.
All right, I just had to respond to Mary real quick.
Well,
I'm
Like,
terrible.
where's
I know
everybody?
it.
They're
I
probably
know
over
I
at
am.
Eddie's because we're both live streaming
here,
together.
T-Bone,
So
have a great night. Thank you for being here.
if you don't see them here, you'll see them over there. Kind of like what you and Christina do.
yeah.
And my thought, another one of my big old bad thoughts is, if you don't like what somebody's doing on YouTube and you don't trust what they're doing, go somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Just simply don't watch them. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I stopped
I've been in
watching
a
them.
situation on YouTube where they picked us apart, like
Yeah.
by the brains, okay? And we experienced some really crazy shit that nobody even knows about, you know? And so when I say
Right.
you want to play with spirits, when you call on a spirit, it doesn't matter. You might not get a good one.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
you
Right.
might not even know it ain't a good one, you know, because they ain't gonna say, "Hey, I'm a badass spirit."
Oh,
They're gonna let you learn the hard way, you know.
Right. Kelly
Like,
said, I don't know how I
like
feel about Annabelle, but I do believe she should stay in the glass box. They put her in there for a reason.
hell, she's been in there all this long. Let her stay there, yeah.
Right.
You know, bury her in the backyard. Who cares? Set her on fire. I do whatever you want with her. But I think that
Turn the bitch out of stake for all I
well,
care.
I
and
just think that it was a promoted thing and they kept it
Yeah.
alive to make money, because
I
as
think that's
far as
what
I know,
made
she only sat in the cage. And if she
right.
did things to people emotionally and mentally, then stay the hell away from her.
That's what made
You
Ed and
know, I mean,
Lorraine their fame.
yeah.
And
oh,
that's
it
where it
did.
all started with
It
them.
did. I
You
know of
know, and
another
they
case
just
that made them their
lapped it
fame
up.
too, and we actually know the people that were involved, and that was Morris.
Diane
You
says,
know, so what I'm saying is, yeah, do people get possessed? Yeah, they do. Don't even think they don't. My
Yep.
kid experienced something that I didn't never want to ever live through again, and he was the one that experienced it. All
right.
right.
And
And that's all I can say about it, is it was a nightmare, and it was a long nightmare.
and
And so It started here and it didn't stop until it got stopped.
Right.
Hello?
You know?
Well, and I wanted to ask you guys something, because I feel too that even if the entity, if you send it away, like if you send away an entity like Annabelle that was just a bad spirit, and then you keep all these people, because now they believe, they hyped it up with a movie, and now all these people believe and keep putting energy into it and thinking she's bad and whatever. Do you think that that helps fuel a spirit to be what you make of it, like you manifest it to be that certain way?
I think a spirit, when a person dies and becomes a spirit, they take their own characteristics with them. If they were good here,
Right.
they're good there. If they're bad here, they're gonna be bad there.
But
Oh,
see,
yeah.
How they affect another individual,
right.
gee, I don't know, because we did ghost hunting and EVPs and all of that. And I think if you go and look at my videos, I walk through. If I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing.
See,
You know, I'm just like, but if I see something, I like to explain it away. Like that's a lighting or it's something, you know, because it's easier to look at it that way. But when you see something that comes right straight at your face, you kind of try to jump out of the way. And when you're standing on a staircase, you kind of get hurt when you do that shit. So
Right.
I'm just, there are things, yeah, I believe in spirits. I believe that when you call a spirit, you're taking a chance of calling a good one along with a bad one. You might be
Right.
calling them all. You don't know what the hell you're doing.
and you
And
got
even to this day, I don't care how much paranormal you do. I don't care how much you think you're an expert. There are no experts.
Oh, yeah.
There's
You're never
no
gonna.
classification for paranormal anywhere.
right.
Okay. And when they call for an expert, they call for the people that are actually working in it, you know? And I mean, we have
All right. They
scientists that
call
are
for the
actually working
like-minded
in the
ones that are going
paranormal
to
these
go
days.
with their narrative. Exactly.
You got to remember, the way you are in life, you're going to be the same way in death. You don't really change.
Yeah.
I know, wait
But,
till I get there. Holy shit.
but I mean, so I was, yeah, but I was giving like, because somebody posed this question to me and I was like, I never asked, but you know, we should ask this question and maybe talk about it. Was that the spirit was not good by any means, this spirit, right?
Right.
But they weren't super evil. They just weren't good. They were an
Right.
asshole. And people kept, put so much energy and made their story out to be so bad that when they summoned it, that spirit came back as they saw it because they manifested it that way.
Okay.
I don't
Because
know.
your mind could do crazy things, but also, and then I posed the point, well, maybe she was pissed.
That's what
First of all,
that's what
you're bothering
those
her
little blue
lumber by
pills are
calling
for.
her. You're messing with her afterlife by summoning her. So I'd be pissed too, right? Because I got
Right.
better things to do. And then you're saying she's bad, so of course she's going to be bad to you. It's not like, so I don't know if it's they make it manifest her bad, or manifest a spirit to to be bad because they want it to be bad, or because they're bothering that spirit, that spirit seems bad because she's like, leave me the hell alone, or he's like, leave me the hell alone.
Right.
And
I want to extend on something Mama Rock mentioned with like these TV shows that bring in certain people, like mediums and things like that. And and that's the one thing, and I'll call them out until the day I die. Chip Coffee is a prime example of someone who will just go along with the narrative. They bring in the ones they know are gonna follow suit, go along with their narrative, because I've witnessed he's been on several different types of shows. And every show he never comes up with his own explanations or his own conclusions. He just plays along with what everybody else is already saying. And I'm like,
I can
that
see
see, that's all they do. You
theory.
know, now if they brought me in there, I'd be like, no, man, I'm telling you like it is. I'm telling you,
I will say
this is
this:
not a
when
demon.
James,
You know,
when
I'm
James,
like,
when James and Louis went there, all right, James was in the place for just a very short time, and he got profusely sick. I mean, to the point where he had to go outside and he was barfing his freaking brains out right on YouTube. And
Mhm.
it's like, again, is
I
it
remember that
because
he had to go
is it
outside several
is it
times because of it.
is it because he psychologically built himself up to this, like Christine said,
That
or
could have a lot to do with it.
or
It could have
or
been a physical effect of the intense energy
there
as
were
well.
also in that room, are artifacts from real things that took place. They had a collection. They turned it into a museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that
And
energy,
so
residual energy. Yeah.
and so I mean, because there's some other things in there that are a hell of a lot more scarier than Annabelle. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
Right, exactly.
They have
Did you read
they have
said Robert the Doll? What do y'all think about that one?
By the way, welcome, Keith.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Keith.
I don't
I
know.
didn't even see you up there.
See, that's what
I don't-
happened when you have two different hosts on
Robert
two
the
different
Doll,
channels.
I
People
don't
get
know.
lost in the mix.
Yeah,
I no, what would you say to that? No opinion? I don't know.
No,
I
the,
don't.
the residual.
Do I, you
Yeah,
asked,
really.
did you ask what do I think or do I
Yeah.
believe?
yeah. What do you think? What do you believe? I mean, because GSS brought that up, and I forgot all about Robert the Doll.
I just don't, I myself don't take, I don't know.
I don't put any stock whatsoever in any of those.
At least the ones that I've seen, and
Mhm.
I've seen quite a few, I don't take any of them as something real.
Now Keith has a
And
story.
and I tell you, I believe.
And I don't know that I'm right, you know, I don't, but
I've
it's
come
just my
across.
opinion. Even
Yeah.
watching him, I'll laugh. I'll be like, that stupid little thing, I'd kick it into the ocean. Get the hell out of here.
It's
You know,
okay,
it's
Diane. We
like,
all
see
very
you
fluent
later.
in typonese.
Step on it and squish it, and there you go.
But that's the whole thing because I've come across things with attachments. Thank God, most of them were good, you know. And like I said, they can travel away from their item for a certain amount of time, so they weren't stuck with the item. It's like you know, they were just tethered to it. That's what they call
I
it,
just
tethered.
don't think that a
Right.
spirit is like trapped in a
Right, they're not trapped. They aren't. They're
in an
just
article, you know what I mean,
Right.
or in a piece of furniture or whatever.
Right.
A
It's just an
spirit? Give me a
attachment.
break. A
It's
spirit being
tethered.
trapped where? You can't
Yeah.
even trap one in the body, you know? I mean, give me a break.
Yeah, it's just called a tether, really, and
I have to
it's called common sense and idiots.
yeah, I
That's
have to
what I call
address
it.
my chat a little bit here because I kind of been like ignoring them. But Mary
what's
says
happening.
hello to Janice.
Mhm.
I say hello.
Spirit Stalker, aka
Diane G.
Yvonne, is saying hello to Keith. And she claims that a demon ate her chili. Damn, that sucks. You sure it wasn't a fairy that ate your chili? It's most likely a fairy eating your chili than a demon.
Fairies alone.
But anyway, those
Well,
are
eating
the
the chili, that's great. That way, if the demon eats the
Robert
chili,
the
you know where it'll
Doll,
be in a half
I
an hour.
don't.
Just listen for it.
right
Eddie,
or
I've
smell
seen
for it.
videos and stuff about Robert, and I don't get any kind of feeling from him. Now, I've gotten a few feelings from Annabelle, which makes me think that she has an attachment, but it's one that is not there all the time. You
You
know,
Right,
like I
want to
said,
feel
you
haunted?
don't have
Go
to.
stand in Hawaii at Pearl Harbor and see how you feel there. You want
Right.
to talk about haunted? That would be a
Well,
place that would be haunted, all right?
right.
To
well, right.
me,
It's not
men were
like I
just,
said, it's not like I don't.
but those
What the
dolls.
way the way it's been explained to me is inanimate objects
Yeah.
can have a spirit can have an emotional attachment to something, especially like children who have a certain favorite toy, a dolly or whatever. There's
Yeah.
an emotional attachment that they build with these items. And when especially if it's a young child that's taken before their time, stuff like that, like they always want to return to that favorite item of theirs. Not that it's physically inside the doll or whatever as
I
a
just said.
possessive, possession thing, but there could be, and like Christina said, I've also seen very many documents on the Robert Dow and stuff like that. I too never picked up anything, especially anything sinister.
Right.
I never picked up any kind of energy whatsoever from Robert the Doll.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I've
just a
never picked
dopey
up
looking
anything off
doll.
Annabelle either. It could just be a matter of timing. I don't know.
Well, like
Like
I said,
it's
because
not
it was
presented to
Heather,
me
so
at
it
the
could be.
time
You know
Yeah.
who he reminds me
they're
of? You know
interacting
that
with it or
stupid
whatever.
Christmas tree elf?
But
Elf on a shelf.
the elf on the shelf.
I got a question. Dave, and first of all, thank you, Dave, so much for being here. Dave Derav 28.
Yay.
He
Hi,
said, go look up on here called Smug Puppy, because apparently they're
Oh my God! Don't mention Smug Puppy to me.
What is Smug Puppy?
who is Smug Puppy?
What is Bug Puppy?
I'm sorry, Eddie. It just every time I hear that name, I swear to God, I cringe. Just
I
like
don't
with
know that
the
person.
most haunted guy you were talking about that one time. It same thing. I cannot stand even seeing them or hearing their name. They're so yeah. Anyway, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
they're one of those
you-
entertainment ones,
They're
Blue?
just
it-
smug
yeah.
puppies.
Okay.
But go on, Eddie. I apologize. Go on. It just
No,
the
no.
mention of that name just sets me off.
Oh no, that's okay. Because first of all, I want to welcome Dave here. Thank you for being here and welcome to the family.
GSS videos mate.
Oh, that's your mate. Okay. Hey, if you have a story that you would like to share, we would love to have you come on the panel. Just give me a yay or nay, and I'll send you a link, and you can come right on up. But
Now this is Dave who?
No, this is
Dave
Dave Darry.
Dave the Rave 28.
It's not your Dave
Okay.
from your chat.
Not your Dave. It's my Dave.
But yeah, I do apologize. There's certain names when they're mentioned, they just set me off. Zach being the biggest one. Then there's Most Haunted. I can never remember that guy's name, but Beardo knows him.
Dave, you don't have to
And-
explain yourself.
It's
not-
just oh.
But Keith had a story about a divot box.
Ooh, nice.
There is no real divot box in existence right now.
Okay, tell that to when I was throwing up from the damn thing. I'm not into that thing. That's like we were discussing. I think it was the other night of as
Right.
far as the mind over matter type stuff. I don't play that.
Right,
I'm
because
just
if you
not.
don't mind, it won't matter.
That's right. Exactly. I'm not into that because in a situation, especially with being paranormal or cryptids or whatever the case is, if you're mind over matter, you're clouding your surroundings in real time, and it's going to throw you off when you need to be concentrating on the situation at hand. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so with this, it was one of the wife's one of her friends had bought it. She got really impulsive and started watching that, some of those shows that had Dybbuk boxes or whatever. And she had actually found one, and it was really weird. Her husband, well, you know, her fiance at the time, he didn't want it in the house, but even being on the property, they started noticing stuff. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but just weird stuff started happening in the house. And that just amplified the history of the house that they lived in over here by where I'm at now. And a girl had OD'd in the house. All right. And so those two things come together and is really off-putting to him.
Yeah.
So her fiance made her sell it. And we're going to go into up here in Flint somewhere. You know, it's not the greatest of areas. So, you know, they'd asked if we'd come along or whatever because, you know, carrying hardware and everything. And soon as we got into their vehicle to go up to Flint to take this thing, man, instant nausea, started heaving and wanting to throw up and everything else. And again, I don't get like that as far as, oh my God, you know, I'm told this thing is haunted, kind of like what you guys are discussing with the dolls and everything.
Right.
And yeah, it
Can I ask you if they know when the Dibba box was created?
I don't know, but it did have quite an, you know, you get stuff that is old
Right.
and it has that unique smell to it.
Okay.
Not like people, but you know,
but I
that's the
found
thing.
out recently a little information. I looked into it a little bit. I didn't do a thorough research, but I looked into it, and an actual true Dibba box has to be made by a someone of a I think it's a Jewish
Yes. Yep.
priest or whatever. And the last one that was made by one was back in the 1800s. There hasn't been a real true Dibba, but now everybody's like trying to sell these, claiming them as Dibba boxes and stuff.
Right.
But if it was made after the 1800s, it's not a true real Dibba box. It could be something somebody made.
No, you want to hear
they
where
could
it's
put energy.
Now keep in mind too.
This
Right.
is
Garth,
how
like-
it got.
About
This
people
is how
being
the
able
Divot
to
box
summon
got
things.
popular.
Okay, now the
Okay.
thing with the one that she had, it was open. She had opened it or whatever, and not getting too descriptive as to what was in it, but some of the things were in it. Let's give you a little hint. See those? Yeah, there are remnants of some of that in that box. And that was confirmed by one of my friends that was in the medical field.
So they were human digits?
No, they weren't.
Okay.
You understand?
Hmm.
So yeah.
It might have been a genuine. I don't know. But
yeah, it had some of the digits in it. So
what I read up on is that the ones they're passing off nowadays, post 1800s, aren't real true Dibba boxes because they weren't created by the Jewish religious, whatever they call them. You know,
right.
So in order to be a true genuine one, it would have to have been created prior to the 1900s and by whatever the word is for the religious folks in the Jewish community, and in the higher ups. You know, like with the Catholics, they have the Pope, the Bishop, and so on. Like this would be the level of a Pope in their religion who could create one of those.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where. I didn't even ask where it came from. It's just all I know is that it was old, had some bony parts in it, some old dirt, and some really old trinkets that were made out of lead or whatever the case is. Other than that, that was pretty much
none of the items.
The only thing I knew about it.
Date on them or anything?
No, but it like I said, it had a real. The box had that old musty smell to it that, you know, if I had to guess, even from the fabric that was on it or in it, I should say, it's probably from the 40s or 50s.
Because to explain the nausea part, now there's certain elements, natural elements that people use in like cultures and things like that.
There you go,
That
Mary.
if you inhale them, because there's like mold pores and stuff like that
Right.
in the dirt or sand or the fabrics of the item, whatever, that when they're released and you inhale that stuff, it's going to make you sick.
Yeah, I could see
The
that.
illusion that
Right.
it could be
Now-
something supernatural. I'm just
another
saying that's a something to consider.
Sure.
Because
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't say definitively that it was caused from that, but it
I'm
was
not trying
kind
to
of
burst your bubble or anything. I
oh,
love
oh
you.
yeah, you're good. You're good. You're
But,
good. But it was just very coincidental at that point.
Yeah.
Now the wife, she had an issue, and I know you were all talking about attachments and stuff like that earlier. There's some antique shops up here in Holly, and there's a wife and I and one of her friends went into these antique shops, and the wife just touched. It was like an old coat. Again, dating probably from the early 1900s, and she got a weird vibe out of that thing. So I think, too, is, what y'all were talking about is I agree that people aren't going to be trapped inside of a doll or anything like that. But I do see that even on the other side, free will, they may be so attached to material possession that they make a conscious effort to try and remain with that, even though they could possibly go on to better places other than here. And examples of this is, I think Tex and them were talking about that when they had that fire there in LA, that it was, I don't know if it was necessarily people they knew or associated somehow, some way, but the people were trying to put out their houses with freaking garden hoses and trying to save their things.
Right.
Who in the right mind does that? I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to those that passed and it was horrific, but man, you get people that are so attached to things in life. I think they take that almost like a material obsession with it over into the next life. I think that's possibly what people are picking up on.
Right.
Well, the energy, a lot of things carry residual energy because, like you said, people feel so strongly about that item, But also, like I said, they'll tether to the item because a lot of times, like I had a 12-year-old who tethered to one of her dolls because she thought the family would keep her favorite doll, right? And she wanted to stay with her family. So she wasn't necessarily stuck to the doll. She was just tethered to it. So wherever it went, she could always find it. Okay. And they gave that doll, they just put that doll in the thrift store. They got rid of all her stuff. And she was mad about it. Anyway, so when I took that doll, it had so much energy off that shelf. I was like, whoa. So I took it with me. But I crossed her, but and she told me she was so mad that well, first of all, her mother pushed her down the stairs. She believed her mother caused her death, and she was 12. But besides that, it was like she loved that doll. She loved it, and
she had a strong emotional attachment to it. Yeah.
You leave your energy with it. So I wholeheartedly believe, even with that box, if there was something in there that belonged to someone that they, like you said, that they wanted to be with, whatever was, even the box itself maybe belonged to somebody who wanted to stay with the box, it's very possible.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Hi,
Christina,
Mary.
Hello, Mary.
Hi, everybody.
Quite contrary. How does your
How's
guy?
everybody doing?
Have you all met each other before yet? Like Mama Rock, you know who Keith is, and vice versa?
No.
I'm sorry.
no,
Keith.
just seen in
Hang
chat.
on, can you hear my TV?
Mama Rock is a wonderful,
No.
wonderful friend of ours. And Mama Rock, this is Keith. He is a wonderful, wonderful friend of ours as well.
Hey, Keith.
Howdy,
Mama
howdy.
Rock adopted me into the Rock family about 10 years ago.
And he got
The
bricked.
From the first time she heard my name come through her SV7 that she stole from her son.
in my bedroom while I was talking to Danny.
They didn't know who the hell I was until then.
You know who I wish was here in this conversation with us?
Who?
Ghost Mafia.
I was just gonna say that. But listen, I want to just throw a little monkey wrench in here, like, you know, the mama way.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled up some information on the Dybbuk box. The Dybbuk box, a wine cabinet purported to be haunted, originated from a fictional backstory created by Kevin Manis from an eBay auction in 2003. The box gained notoriety after Manis described it as having belonged to a Jewish Holocaust survivor and containing a malevolent spirit from Jewish folklore. The story was later used as the basis for a 2012 horror film called The Possession.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
that
I didn't
before.
see
Yeah.
that article, but I knew it had something to do with the
again, I
Jewish.
say mama's a skeptic always, you know.
Yep.
But do I say no? Do I say no that this stuff can't be? That there can't be residual anything's let me tell you a little story. When I moved into my house, and most of you know this story because you were around when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was new to the ghost stuff. My son had been playing in it for quite a while, but I got introduced to it, and I did a spirit box session. And why I was doing it, one of the people in the audience said, aren't you afraid of ghosts? And I said, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, just like Ghostbusters, right?
Right.
Laughing, joking.
Doing the dance.
The next morning, I got up at 5 a.m. and I felt like I was pushed from the top stair. I ended up hanging by my wrist on my railing going down to the basement. I couldn't get my hand out. It was broke. My hand was broke, my wrist, my fingers. I really got messed up. And the only thought I had in my head was, I'm sorry I said that. You know?
Right.
And then after that, every time I said something like that, something crazy would happen to me. So, you know, it's good to be a skeptic, but there's a lot of reality to it as well.
Yeah.
Tell them the story about how you first heard my name. I love how you tell it.
Oh, but we don't make
So
me
much
do
better
that.
than me.
Another time.
All right, I'll tell it then.
Yeah, you could tell.
So, all right. So apparently,
I went and locked myself in the bedroom with the spirit box that I had swiped for my son. I was going to try to speak with my boyfriend who had just passed away. And so I locked myself in the bedroom, and you can go see the video. I still have it up. And during the video, it said, Boomer. And I was like, who the hell is Boomer? You know, it was all nice and clear. I had no idea who Boomer was. I think it was within 72 hours or something, I met Boomer. So it was like really kind of obnoxious, you
Yeah.
know.
Lou Rock happened to be in my live stream, and he says, Ma, you know, he goes to Mama Rock and says, Ma, there's a guy on the channel. He's doing like this. It was when I was doing like this, like salute to Lou when he was sick or whatever. And he goes by the name Boomer. And, you know, jarring her memory about the session she had where my name came up. And from that moment on, Lou and I just locked, you know, like we were long lost brothers or something. And then Mama Rock started coming around more often and stuff. And it's like, wow, that is weird, man. Like, I think it was a week after that he was in here with that time when he was sick, and I did this little tribute thing to him. And he happened to come into the chat and was surprised to see, look, there's a guy named Boomer. Mom heard Boomer over the SB7, and then it all started coming together. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'll never forget that time. I mean, my details may be a little hazy.
I feel like I remember that.
I've had a few episodes since then, but that's basically the gist of how it went down, where I got to know the Rock family and was inducted, almost abducted. Blue wanted to take me home with him, but yeah, I was inducted into
And
the
my
Rock.
kid drove all the way to New York in a snowstorm to meet Boomer. One
knew
hell of a
something.
snowstorm.
Right in the middle of my damn live stream. All right. And I was going through a very, very dark phase. Okay. And right in the middle of my live stream, he just says, Mom, I gotta go see my bro Boomer. There's something going on. I never let on to any, I was like, he just sent something, right? Because I never let on that I was going through anything. I was just wanting to do a live stream. I was doing readings for people and stuff like that. And then something just like he picked up on something and says, I gotta go see him. Now, when he left, it was like Green Acres, right? As soon as he got out on the road, he said it started snowing like crazy. And I was like, so by the time he got here, there was like almost a foot of snow on the ground. Whereas 8 hours prior, there was no snow. So it was weird how when like I think he was being tested, like, because a 4.5 hour trip turned into like a 9 hour trip because of the sudden unexpected whiteout storm we had. So I'm like, yeah, that's true testament right there to how a person I've only known for about a month or so at the time thought to do more for me than my own brother would. My brother wouldn't drive 40 minutes to check up on me and make sure I'm okay. But Lou Rock, he drove, from where they live. Okay, I'm not from where they live to my place, and say, hey, I gotta make sure he's okay. So
No,
Hey,
Mary.
folks, I gotta
my shit is fucked up again.
Hey,
I gotta
Yeah,
go on and
I
get
was
up out of
making
here,
sure.
so I gotta
Keith,
go grab me
take
something
care.
to eat.
Hey, good seeing you again,
thanks
Keith.
for coming up, man.
Hi,
And
Keith.
Go to
Yeah.
the fair, Keith. Did
Bye.
you and your wife enjoy?
What's that?
Did you just go to the fair? Did you said you
No,
had?
we didn't. No, we were going to and stuff, and actually she slept in a little bit, and then we had to go back to the grocery store for some stuff. So it goes on till tomorrow too. So,
All
but for
right.
right
I just
now,
want to say I hope you don't feel ill will about me because I kind of I wasn't trying to bust your bubble on that or anything, but it just
no, absolutely not for anybody, even Mama Rock or whatever. I've heard those before, and it's one of the things is I like to debunk stuff myself. So I'm right there with y'all on that stuff. And yeah, I hate those people. I don't necessarily do as much as the paranormal as you folks do. I'm more on the cryptid end or whatever. But I'm same thing is I hear a twig snap in the middle of the woods. Oh my God, it's a Wendigo or Dogman or something. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's nothing wrong with being skeptical because it really keeps it real.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
My issue, especially with the mainstreams, I don't think they research enough.
Right.
They go into this based on like stories from other people, based on their,
Their theories.
and they just go into it without like doing their own research and coming up with their own conclusions of what it could be, and they just go along with the scenario.
Yeah, I hate following blind. I hate that
Yeah.
stuff. Drives me nuts. But anyway, folks, peace and love to everybody. Eddie and Jen, tell family we said hello.
I said,
And Kelly, have a nice night, and everybody else, nice meeting y'all. And once I get done eating whatever we're having for dinner, I'll probably swing back by and chat or something. So
hey, enjoy them ramen noodles.
Oh man, what was it? I'm sorry, Eddie, I couldn't hear you very well. But yeah, I'm out of here. So y'all have a good night.
You too. And Taz Lucas,
Dave.
Tourette, welcome to the family. So let me acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
And Dave, the welcome to the chat.
Acknowledge me.
I need to bloody. There we go.
Oh, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Nice to meet you.
Damn, Yvonne.
No, I've not left. I've turned my camera around. I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh, that's all good.
There's a there's
No,
should be a
I did. I.
stop video right over next to your mute button.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it like this.
That's
Okay.
good.
You're all good, Dave. You're all good. I gotta respond to
I
something
did-
in my chat real quick. Yvonne said,
Yeah, I did actually put in the chat, right, about it. There's a house called 30 East Drive.
yeah, I've seen a bunch of those.
Yes, I have seen a lot of those videos.
But can I respond?
I want to go to it, but I have to have people to take me because I don't go to places on my own because I have anxiety.
Hook up with Ouija Brothers. They go there quite often. I gotta respond real quick to a comment in my chat.
Yeah, because we're on two separate streams with live together.
All right. So Spirit Stalker, aka Yvonne, she says once I bought a Ouija board through Amazon. And when it got delivered, I went to go pick it up from the front door, and as soon as
Just
I
to
was
let you know,
grabbing it,
I'm autistic.
Oh, that's fine. I fell hard on my knee. I threw it away right away. I'm like,
Alexa, volume 10.
I don't want to piss you off, Yvonne, but I think that was just look, I don't believe in coincidences either, but I think it was more of a psychological thing. I don't believe Ouija boards have that kind of effect. But hey, that's your story, that's your experience. So I don't want to,
And Dave, you are welcome here.
And the whole thing, was it used? Or was it?
No, she got it through Amazon. Amazon ain't gonna sell a used Ouija board.
Used stuff. They do.
They sell used Ouija.
No, that sounds like something you get through Craigslist or something.
Nah, because on you always see they have used ones too, and they're like,
yeah, I know certain
$10
items
cheaper. So
yeah, particular
you can buy
items.
the new or used on Amazon.
Particular items, yeah, I could understand, like electronics and stuff. They refurbish a lot of electronics and things. But I can't see them like reselling used, once it's opened. I can't see them like selling a used Ouija board. I mean, even if it was like I've always said, I don't put any stock in Ouija boards whatsoever. But
I want to welcome PSU Idan.
Another thing I want to mention, Ghost Adventures. I watched Ghost Adventures.
Oh yeah, Zach Bagans.
Yeah, because he has his own haunted museum.
Yes, he does. And Dave, you have autism.
Yep, just like my mate Glenn does.
Well, you know what? You're both welcome here. We have two boys with autism here ourselves. And You are wonderful. As a matter of fact, there's some people in the chat that are also autistic that are part of our family. So welcome to the family.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with a brush myself. Oh, autistic. Never mind. That's like meant artistic, but okay.
Boomer.
But Dave, did you have a story that you would like to share with us?
Well, I've done haunted places here in the UK with a big group of people, but it's those ones you have to pay. I've been to 3 places.
Okay. Would you like
Nice.
to?
Yeah, I've done one of the places. I've done 3. We got a museum in a place called Abington Park. I've got a book about it as well, but apparently people have seen this grey lady, as they call her. But we've done that place 3 times. We've done a church because it's got under Northamptonshire underground. Going back in the really old days, they've got haunted what used to be called police cells.
Uh-huh.
And I've done that one. I've had and well, going back on the museum one, I'm sort of like changing conversation which ones. Yeah, I did a recording, and we were at the last. We all came back as a one group in one room. I did I can't remember what device it's called. It's like a recording
Okay,
device.
Janice.
I asked a certain question. It's to do with a baby's dice, you know, the squishy ones.
Uh-huh.
And then when I come home, I listened to it on my laptop. You can't hear it very well, but I heard the word 7, because I asked sort of like something about the dice, and you only get 6 numbers on the dice.
Okay.
And it was very, very, very faint. I had to turn everything off, everything noisy off, so I can hear it. But it's very faint. You just hear 7.
Oh, that's a good catch.
Yeah. And there's another place that I've done, an area called Delapre Abbey. If you look it up on YouTube, that's also another place that Most Haunted have been. I know Most Haunted is fake and all that, but I like to watch that one.
How about what's that show called? Really Haunted?
Something like that. There's another
Most
ghost
Haunted?
program. There's another ghost program. It's American one. I haven't seen it. It's called Taps.
Oh yes, Ghost
Yeah.
Hunt.
Ghost Hunters Taps, yeah.
I don't think most ghost hunters in America.
Well, they are. They got Ghost Adventures and that one.
Yeah, don't
And
even
I've
mention
seen
Ghost
another. I've
Hunters.
seen another UK program, and also watch Help My House Is Haunted. That one.
I do
Oh, is
remember.
that in the UK? I never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's in the
that
UK.
one-
Oh, maybe I could get it on YouTube. That
I've
sounds.
seen that one a couple times.
Yeah,
But
Yes.
and there's a celebrity Help My House Is Haunted as well.
right,
What did you say the name of that one was?
Help My House Is Haunted.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
can look it up on YouTube.
I'll have to do that.
That's kind of like the play on a series that me and Jen have called Honey, I Think Our House is Haunted, the series that we have here.
Okay, I've never heard of that one.
No, that's our series that we have here on our channel.
Yeah, that's Eddie and Jen's own series.
Yeah, it's a play on ours. But that's interesting. I'm not here to plug myself. I'm here to help plug you. That's interesting, and I understand that Taz Lucas is also autistic.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. I was going to say, this was going back years ago. I used to live at my mum's. This is a family member thing. I don't know what family member it was, but I I had the small bedroom then, back then, and I had to shout my mum to tell her something because I thought my mum came in my bedroom to check up on me because I fell asleep with my telly on, and I thought she came in and I felt this hand on my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to ask her, did she come in my room? And she said no.
Wow.
So yeah, a member of the family that passed away and came to check on me.
That's,
Yeah, I've had that experience before.
and that's probably what
Like
it
they
was.
didn't sneak up on me or anything like that. But my grandfathers, both my grandfathers, the week after each one of them passed, they came to me to give me a final goodbye and stuff. So,
Yes.
that's interesting.
And I felt it in my sleep, but no, I had to ask my mum if she came in. She's like, no. I was like, oh, okay.
I have them come and touch me. Like I know it's because when I go to sleep and I don't know if I stop breathing or I think I have or whatever, or they're just trying to make sure I'm okay. They'll tap me, wake me up, all hours of the night.
You
It
know,
is. I mean, I'm serious, man, because I can't wear the machine, the CPAP machine.
mm-hmm.
I can't handle the mask to it, and so they watch over me.
Yeah.
They literally will tap me to wake me up.
Yeah.
I've had them holler in my ear before to wake me up too, but usually they tap me on the arm.
Well, I'm gonna pop off now. So yeah, I'm gonna keep watching, but I'm gonna pop off
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Hey, it was good
I'm
meeting you,
gonna
Dave.
I'm gonna keep watching though.
Okay, Dave, it was really nice meeting you.
Yes.
I put your link in earlier.
Yeah, I did see. Thank you.
You're welcome. Put your link in the chat so that people can come by and check you out.
I'll get my mate Glenn to do that because I don't know how to do stuff like that.
Well, you know what? I'll do that for you. Let me see.
Yeah, can you throw it into my
thank you.
chat too, Eddie?
Huh?
Can you throw it into my chat too if you can?
I sure will not. Of course I will.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
We'll
Hey,
work
have
it
a
out.
great
Hey,
night.
good meeting you, Dave. You have a good time.
Hi, Dave.
Good time. Good night, I meant to say. Actually, it's daytime for them, ain't it?
I'll be
There's Dave's channel right there.
Channel up.
There's his channel right there on my chat. I'm going over to Boomers now, and I'm going to put it in Boomers. There we go.
Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate that.
464.
And hello, everybody.
Christina,
Is
you're
there
gonna-
in Boomers chat.
Christina, send it to my messenger because I can't get. I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
I still am on the computer.
I'll copy the link and send it to you. No
All right. Thank you.
But yeah, when he mentioned SP, I'm gonna do the same thing as Diane did because I can't stand to say his name. So SP, he's another one that is on all the debunker channels hit list as well. It's this guy, and I believe it's his daughter. Oh my god, you should see the crap they come up with. Oh Jesus.
There's a woman I think is with him on one of his that I don't care for.
That's his. I think that's his daughter. Yeah.
I think she's full of crap.
Yeah. Well, they both are. They both are. They fabricate everything they do. Everything on their channel is fabricated.
And she is no medium by no whatsoever.
Taz says it's 3:34 a.m. where she is. Taz, I take it that you're over there across the pond too.
Yeah, Taz is. Yep.
Well, you are all welcome here to my channel.
I haven't seen Taz in my chat in a while. Have I pissed them off or something?
Matter of fact, let me grab Boomer's channel and put Boomer's channel in the chat as well.
Oh, you ain't gotta do that. Even though I took the time to put your link in my description, I mean,
Oh, is
You got my character tag.
do you guys have the
Our
captions
is
on? Like all of a sudden I see like captions on YouTube, and I'm like, are there captions on?
Captions for what?
Yeah, I
For what
noticed
we're
that too.
saying.
Shut up, Shire.
And I was like, I thought it was mine, but then I tried to turn it off. And I'm like, oh, I don't have captions on. It must be Eddie.
Yeah, it sure is. I'm looking at it.
Are you talking about like you guys do on StreamYards where you put captions in the chat or in the
it's actually
video?
transcribing. It's
Right.
transcribing everything we say and putting it across the screen in Zoom on the Zoom.
Yeah, we don't on
Now-
the Zoom screen. Yeah, we don't. I don't think we have that on Zoom.
Tiggs,
We do caption on Zoom.
Tiggs is in New Zealand. And it is 2:35 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, New Zealand. I know some folks from New Zealand. I haven't seen them in a minute though. I think they kind of gave up.
That is a country I
The
would
YouTube
love to
thing.
go to.
You guys remember a guy that went by the name Dude Behind the Camera?
Dude
He
behind
was
the
in New Zealand. He used to come to my channel all the time.
Oh, I thought that was the name of it, Dude Behind the Camera.
Yeah, Dude Behind the Camera was his channel name.
Oh, that
I
was
can't
his
remember
channel
his
name.
actual name. I don't know why, but 'cause I always called him by his actual name. But his channel name is Dude Behind the Camera. He was pretty cool. He's from New Zealand.
Taz says she's not pissed off.
I haven't seen him in a while. Of course, you know, I took
I'm
that
not pissed off.
2-year hiatus from YouTube anyway. But
Well, I hope nobody ticked you off, Taz. She said, I'm still here. I'm not pissed off.
no, I was just picking on her. I used to see Taz all the time in my channel before.
But look at it like this, Taz.
But
It's better to be pissed off.
then pissed on.
Pissed on.
Yep.
We all said that. Stereo.
But we're not here to piss anybody off. We want everybody to just have fun.
Oh wait, that's
Nope.
not what we're here for. Damn it, I better leave. That's all I come to YouTube for is to piss people off. You're taking all the fun out of it, Eddie.
No, he's so full of it.
Well, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So,
Yeah.
any final moments? Because I am going to be going live again tomorrow night.
I'll be thinking about you.
I'm back to my usual Sunday tomorrow. So tomorrow we may actually do.
Oh, you're gonna have Krista on, aren't you, tomorrow?
No, that's
week.
next weekend.
Oh, that's next weekend. Okay.
Yeah, next weekend. Shire Ghost said it's 3:36 a.m. where they are. Where are you at, Shire Ghost?
Oh, Kelly, why'd you have to mention those names?
Well,
Kelly just wants to totally ruin my fucking night, don't she?
well, if I could just say, guys, I had a new song out today. It's called the Broke Bitch Anthem.
Oh, I gotta
Broke
watch that.
Bitch
Yeah, I seen
Anthem.
it come up on
Yeah,
my phone. I
and
didn't
it's
watch it
really
yet.
cool. And tomorrow is Paranormal Experiences Sunday, so 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those videos come out every Sunday. It's real paranormal experiences I get from either subscribers or people around the internet telling their stories of paranormal experiences, and it's super interesting. And Friday night, we have spooky, scary story night.
Yeah, put your link in, Christina. I want you guys to come by and make sure you check out Christina's son. And the score is now 20-17. The Cards over the Chiefs. They better be glad this is preseason.
Yeah.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye.
All right, y'all. Take care.
Mary.
Hey, I'm still alive, Mary.
I know y'all.
He's just it's his Zoom, so when he ends his live, it's gonna end the Zoom call.
Yes.
I know. All right.
Actually,
Boo might
you
still be
can if you want to let me borrow your Zoom for a little longer, you can just go to the top and just end your live stream if you want, but
Okay.
it's no big deal if you want to just
No, I
close
can
it
borrow.
off.
Where it says end meeting for all, or no, it says leave meeting and end meeting for all.
Yeah, you can leave the meeting yourself
Okay, I can
and
leave the
leave
meeting
the
myself.
Zoom going if you want.
Okay, yeah, I
That
can do
way, you know, if Mary and Christina want to still hang out for a little while,
Yeah, but if he leaves,
it's
isn't it
up to
still gonna be live on his?
what it'll do. No, it should. You should. Where up at the top where it says Zoom Workplace, you click that
Okay,
arrow
Doug,
when
we'll
it
just
comes.
go and go on
Click
StreamYard.
that arrow and you say end live stream. It'll end the live stream, but keep the Zoom going, and then you could just leave the Zoom.
Yeah, he's done it. Boomer's done it before when because we talked
so.
after the fact. So yeah.
But it's all right. No big deal. I can just keep going without the panel. It's all right.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm here. I mean,
Well,
all right, you know, if he does, I mean, if he ends it, and
I'm
if we
just
can
saying,
always go
if
over-
it's too confusing for Eddie
it
to
is.
do it that way, yeah, just go ahead and end your Zoom.
Yeah, and
And
Boomer
all,
will be
and
live
it'll be
on
all right.
his side. I did put Boomer's link in the description box, so
If
make come out. Also, check out Mary, Lunar Eclipse. Go by check out
time
Lunar
is
Eclipse
it?
Paranormal. It
Thank
is
you.
11:45.
22 on your end.
Yeah,
So it's
or quarter
9:40.
to 11. Quarter to 11. Okay.
Make sure you check. And as a matter of fact, everybody in here that's here, if you have a YouTube channel, I want you to put your links in right now. Put your links in. I'm also going to check out Dave the Rave. I'm going to check out GSS videos. I'm going to check you guys out. And that's about it. I will be on again tomorrow night at 7:00 Central Standard Time.
9:00 Eastern.
9:00 Eastern. There was a loud boom out here. That's why I'm looking around. I don't know, somebody farted.
When he ends this, y'all go over to Boomer's.
Yeah, that's all. Do one of you want to start a StreamYard?
Jen,
yeah.
Jen is in the kitchen because I haven't made dinner yet, and she hasn't ate dinner yet, so she's making us something to eat.
Yeah, you want me to do that to start a
She's on the
StreamYard?
phone.
But
Yeah,
it'd be
if
on
you want
me.
to.
It'd be on me. It won't be on you. But I mean, we can do that.
No, I can. You just send me the link, and I can put it
Yeah,
on.
I have one made from
OBS.
yesterday. We'll use that one. Good night,
okay.
guys. Thank you so much for having me, Eddie.
Hey, thank you for coming up.
Yeah, Eddie, thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
You know what? We need to do more of this. All of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, next
I love your family.
August 7th, I'll get the Zoom back.
All right, I'll go set it up.
Or no,
Mary, I have
September,
one already.
August.
You have it
September
already
7th.
ready? All right.
September 7th, I'll have my Zoom back. So
Okay.
I'll be able to do
And,
my own Zoom streams.
Everybody in the chat, thank you all so much. We love you guys. If you haven't subscribed to us, it's free. Just hit that subscribe button. Love to have you as part of our family. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. You know, you never know when I'll have a video up. Come by and check out our videos also. But more importantly, come by and check out these guys on the panel as well. Go by, show them some love. And if you have a channel, put your channel link in the description box. And later on tonight, I'm going to have Boomer's and Christina's and Mary's link in the description box below. That way, if you can't find their link, it'll be in our description box. So I thank
Keith
you guys.
says dinner is almost done.
Yes.
All right, Keith.
It's 3:44 in the UK. And Patty said, I won't be here tomorrow night. Have a memorial. And hey, God bless you. And you're in our prayers, little Patty. Thank you so much. We pray for you. And Monday, if I don't go on anybody's live, it's because my mom is being cremated Monday. So just in case y'all don't hear from me Monday, that's why.
My heart be with you that day.
Give my condolences to the family, bro.
I sure will. Again, thank you guys. We love you all. Have a wonderful night and morning and afternoon, wherever it is, where you are. And to all our Facebook groups, we love you guys too. And until then, y'all stay blessed, all right? Have a great night.
Much love. Keep it real, bro.
Much love.
Okay.